So guys, I want to try to save the skunk. The skunk has a bottle on her head, but I can't seem to get it off. She keeps jumping every time I try to get it off. Hold on. What's good, everybody? I'm back. Good morning. Well, good afternoon. What's going on this morning? Just looking for something real quick. So what's going on? What's going on? All right, guys. Thanks for hanging in. We're here, ready to start this live stream. Pepperoni Audits. Good afternoon. Gnome Justice. Just gonna wait for a few people to tune in. Guys, the link's in the chat. Anybody wants to come up, come on up. How's it going, Epic? Oh, just chilling, Pepperoni, man. Just chilling, bro. Bored, nothing to do. We put the boat away yesterday morning, so can't go boating, can't go fishing. So now it's very boring. Anybody get arrested last night? Anybody at all? I love humans. I love animals. All right, let's do this. No link. Oh, there's no link yet? All right, hold on. Let me go get it. Hold on. Go to YouTube. Get a link for you guys in there. Sorry, guys. Okay, why didn't it work? My channel? Go to my channel. Here. You're right, the link's not even pinned. All right, there you go. And this. Auditor of America. What's going on, LDOF? What's going on? I tried to. What'd you try? What do you mean? I'm in the wrong number. What's going on today? Waiting for a few people to tune in. Link is pinned, guys. Anybody wants to come up? Link pinned. I don't know where Slow Burner is at, but should be coming up. Anybody? Some fucked up shit's going on with my plants, man. I'm trying to really figure this out. Joe Cool, what up, baby? What's good? What's good? I was watching some movie about Chicago neighborhoods. Made me think of you, bro. Made me think of you and my other boy that lives there. Moved from Ottawa, Canada, went to Chicago. Let's burn, mofos. Let's burn. Just had to grab my other phone so I could read messages properly. Live stream just started, waiting for a few people to get up here. Starting your live stream sucks, bro. Just gotta wait. Let me go post a link over here for a sec. Pepperoni, share my live stream. Share my live stream. A lot of people live right now, though. I think that's why. Holy fuck, yeah. Silver Diamond. Everybody's live. No wonder. Auditing of America. LDOF. Constitutional. Yeah, Michigan's in the house. What's up, Michigan? Who else did I miss? Link's pinned, guys. If anybody wants to come up, come on up. Known justice says. My main account, no more. Next, dash, unsub, dirty Mike. Unsub, dirty Mike. PayPal Joe some money for fence climbing gear. Why is Joe Cool jumping fences now? What's going on? And Pepperoni, I agree. Pick up a lot of auditors when they come here and show them the lakefront. What kind of gear do you need, Joe Cool? Like cameras and shit? What kind of gear you need? Clothes? What do you need? Yeah, come on up, Auditor of America. Come on up. Anybody's welcome up. Y'all want to come up? Come on up. It always takes 10-15 minutes till somebody comes up. Every fucking live stream. Fence sitting gear. Fuck you need fence sitting gear for, man? What the fuck you mean by that? Fence sitting. Why are you sitting on fences in the first place? Fuck, bro. Is that like a tree stand, Joe? Ellie's in the house. Somebody's really after you, eh, Ellie? Somebody's attacking you hard. Somebody sent me a link about you and showing pictures about you, and I don't really care about that. You're welcome here anytime. Can't make everybody happy, that's for sure. There's always going to be some haters out there. Yeah, I've been like this for 2 months. Really, eh?
Been like what?
Trolls are out there.
What's up, man?
Oh, fuck. Look who just appeared out of nowhere. I was like, somebody's talking. What the fuck? Somebody's talking. I'm looking around. It's you, fuck.
I was talking.
But I heard a girl. Oh, New Groo's in the house, too. Look at that. New Groo. What up? All right. People are starting to come in.
Not talking with you. There's people in the chat.
What?
Yeah.
Who are you talking to? Is that your girlfriend, Slow Burner? Can we see her?
It's one of them. That's where the dog is, man. You guys never met Roxy. This is Roxy.
Who is that you said? Who'd you say that was?
It's my other dog. Roxy.
What's that? What's that?
See his dog? He's got Cash.
Oh, what is it?
Oh, he's a bully.
Is he?
Yeah.
He almost looks like more of a boxer.
No.
He's cute. He's cute. He's got patches. What's his name?
Cash.
Cash?
Cash.
Cash money?
Cash money.
Cash money. That's right. Cash money.
What we got in here? We got Pepperoni, we got Joe Cool, we got Crafty Cat.
All the twirls.
New
All
All
Girl.
twirls are in here.
Yeah, after we're having an echo. Man.
Go let him go. Go play. Go get your toy. Where's your toy? Go get it. Get your toy. Yo, why do you have two dogs?
Ottawa. I always had two dogs, and then me and her broke up, and then this is my dog too, man.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, you just gave it to her when you guys
Well,
broke
no,
up, I guess?
I was the one that trained this dog. I raised it.
That's not the same family as Ruckus, though.
No,
Pity.
she's a pretty.
Ellie, we're all trolls. Everybody in this channel is trolls. What are you talking about? I'm a troll too.
Yeah,
Just
we're out in the
saying.
country. We're out in the country today. We're out looking at the fall
Oh, are
colors.
you?
on the trees, yeah, we do it every year.
Yeah.
It's nice to get out in the country.
Really? You guys are out there, eh? Good for you, man.
Yeah, look at that.
It's so much better than being in the city, especially in a big city like T-Dot.
Oh yeah, it's nice to get the fuck out.
The air is so different, eh?
I don't know. It's the same to me. Smoke weed.
When I go in the country slow, man, I feel like I don't know, I get tired faster and I eat so much more. Just
So much
cleaner
love.
air you breathe, you know?
Yeah, it's good out here.
I miss my pit lab mix. Your pit lab mix? What the fuck? Is it mixed with a Chihuahua too, or what? Fuck.
Yeah.
Good for you,
Raccoon.
Slow. You're actually getting out there. Good for you, man.
What do you mean? I'm always out, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't hear you when I asked you. Is that related to Ruckus?
No.
Okay, that's what I thought because she had a different
Well,
face.
that's his sister, but not by blood.
Oh, not by blood, just because they live together, right?
Right. She a good looking dog. Though.
Crafty Cat says yes. It is fresher, Epic. Yeah, it is, man. There's so much of a bigger difference once you go to the countryside,
What are you doing?
especially when you're in a bush, like a couple hours away from the city.
Yeah, we're outside of Guelph right now.
LDOF, why did you block Ellie? Don't LDOF, don't fall for that fucking that shit, eh? That shit talking. And let me fix my audio because it's echoing.
Fuck, this looks good at the park, eh?
You staying out there for a while or what?
No, we're gonna get in the car and go somewhere else.
Where are you guys heading? Another park?
Wherever the car takes us. We'll just
Fuck, that could take you far away.
scenery, you know. We're looking for the nice fall colors.
Fall colors.
Yeah, you know how the leaves turn orange?
Yes.
That's
Hit
what I
the
mean,
woods,
fall
man.
colors.
Hit the
That's what
woods,
it is.
man. There's some serious pictures you could take out there,
Yeah, that's where we are.
especially right now. It looks like you're out of school right now.
Yeah, we were in a schoolyard. That's what this is.
Okay. Known Justice says Ellie is a very valuable to this community. Yes, she is. You know, and
Yeah.
you know what? Even if there is a cop in this community, even if there is a rat in this community, who cares? Because we're not here to break the law. We're not here to do anything illegal. You know.
Put
So
me on big screen for a second.
people going around saying that Ellie's a cop. Who cares? Even if she is a cop, big deal. You know. Hold on, I'm trying that right now. Even if you are a cop, Ellie, I don't give a fuck about that. Straight
What do
up.
you guys think of
I'm not
this?
even gonna... Oh yeah, that's a beauty. What kind of car is that? A Buick? That's a Buick. The front sign. What's the front sign say?
It says for sale.
Oh, nice.
It's a Plymouth.
It's a Plymouth?
Plymouth, yeah.
Oh
It's in nice
shit.
shape too, yeah.
I like the 81 Plymouth with that big ass wing in the back. Those are nice. I didn't, but I'll check, and if you are, I will unblock you.
Fucking
LDOF. You know what you do? Go to your block list and unblock everybody. Let people
nerd,
talk
nerd,
shit.
nerd.
Huh?
Sorry, I passed out on you last night, man.
LDOF. Unblock everybody, man. Let people talk shit in your chat. That's what I do. Anybody that hates me, I'll let you talk shit in my chat. I don't really care. They come in, talk shit in your chat. It's more views for you. Just saying. Rather they rather they smash the like button or the unlike button. It's still good for your what is it called again? Algorithm. But yeah, you've been getting some serious fucking problems though, LDOF. I've been seeing that a lot. Epic. I don't lie. That is why I have haters, because when I say something, it is the truth, and the truth scares people. I am not, and I have not never been a cop. Who cares if you cares? I honestly don't care if you're a cop. If you're a cop, you're even more welcome. You're welcome. I don't even care. Straight up, there's nothing to hide here. I've always told people that even if a cop comes in here, I would love to have a conversation with him. You know, right? We're not in here to break the law, right? So we don't do anything illegal here, so it doesn't really matter.
The only thing we do is smoke weed, and that's legal. So.
And I grow weed too.
That's legal
but it
too.
but it is legal where I live. I could grow and grow and grow. Lion One, good morning, Lion One.
Hey, Line One, how are you?
Known justice, I would never be the puppet of the United States. Nobody's a puppet, man. Fuck puppets. You do what you want, and you never get told what to do. Yo, put us on your dashboard if you want. Put us on mute so we could see the beautiful view of Toronto.
We're not in Toronto.
Where are you, Barry?
Fucking out near Guelph.
Oh,
It's okay.
nice.
You want to put me on big screen? You want to hold the phone now?
Yeah, do you have a cell phone thing in your window?
No. I got a
No?
girlfriend. You know? How's that?
Oh, she could hold it. There you go. I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah, usually she'd say, fuck you, and throw the phone at me.
No, I wouldn't.
Really? That's not
No.
nice.
I
Not
don't
nice.
do this yet.
Epic, this is Ashley. Ashley, Epic.
Oh, he can't see me.
He can hear you.
Hi, Ash. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good. Very good.
Where
See
are we
if you
going
can
now?
prop it up there.
That's not your car, Slow.
No, this isn't my car. No.
Did you stake your car up there, or you left out with her?
My car's at home. We're driving the truck.
You don't drive much of your car, eh?
No, it's not. It's not on the road right
now. It's fuck. I love Known Justice, bro. For real, Known Justice, you're number one. Look what he says. Check out what he says. Read that. I'll read it for you because you're driving. Everybody stop by Mike's and leave him some hand cleaners. I'm sorry, but if I had a clean, I'm not even gonna talk like that, man. What is New Guru? New Guru says, Epic, there was another great convo with Gorilla last night. Would suggest keeping it posted. Yo, Nude, you know what happened, bro, to the 26-hour live stream? I can't not access it. I wanted to get Hippie's auditing. He did an audit. I wanted to get that off. I wanted to get yours and Denison's conversation. I wanted to publish that. But I can't get access to that video whatsoever, like at all. Hopefully, if somebody in the chat knows how to access the video, if anybody could go to my channel and see and click on that 26-hour live stream and see what I could do to have access to that video, because there's a lot of good conversation and there's a good audit from Hippie that I have to send to Hippie too, but I can't access it. New Guru and Dennison had a crazy nice, very good conversation. But I heard Nude, correct me if I'm wrong. Somebody sent me an email about that when I was talking about it yesterday on the live stream. I said very good conversation, but somebody sent me saying that Dennison wasn't so nice. That's the email I got. Is that true, or how did it go? Can you explain to me? If you could come up on panel and explain it to me, it would be great. But if you can, I understand. Lion One, sup? Lion. Crafty Cat, sup? Crafty. Sup, everybody else in chat. Same type of things last night with Gorilla. Yeah, Gorilla's a very intelligent person. I really like Gorilla. And I'm happy that he's from here, Ottawa, because I'm going to be able to meet up with him and do things out there with him. Always fun to meet new people, man. Always fun. Longest I see is 12 hours. I did a 26-hour. Well, I didn't. Nude Guru, Slow Burner, Dennison, Gorilla. They did a 26-hour live stream. But now LDOF, I can't access the live stream. So how do I go upon accessing that live stream? Do you know how? He's Crafty Cat says he's funny. Known Justice. Yeah, he is, man. I love his videos too. His videos are sick. Very good videos. Known Justice has very good videos, guys. If you guys are not subscribed to Known Justice, if one of my subscribers could drop his link in the chat, drop New Guru's link in the chat. New, can you go over get your link posted, please? Dennison is a good guy. Don't believe the crap you hear about him. I didn't say that there was any crap about Dennison. I like Dennison. He's a very intelligent guy. All I said is that the conversation didn't go as well. It did go as planned. Like they had a good conversation, but somebody told me that he wasn't so nice. What the hell happened to Slow Burner, man? Wait, who timed out? Hold on. No. 801, why'd you time out Known Justice? 801, why did you time out Known Justice? I don't appreciate that at all, Epic. Yes, I am sure. I have heard he is. Why was Known Justice timed out, guys? He was timing me out for no reason yesterday. Come on, guys, yo, I don't want to be I don't want people being timed out Timing out is not so bad, but if you guys don't block anybody, if you guys have a game of timing each other out, then that's fine. But don't block anybody. Because if anybody starts blocking people, then I'm just gonna take everybody's ranches away. I want nobody. My block list is empty, and I want to keep it that way. Please and thank you. If you guys have a timing out game going, that's fine. But please don't block. No injustice. Stop timing people out, fucker. Good for you, Epic. What do you mean, good for you? What did I do wrong? I am sure I have heard he is a cop. Narc. People say crap with nothing to back it up. Yeah, exactly, Ellie. Me too. I don't believe anybody anymore, especially on YouTube. Unless I know you really closely. Rather than that, I won't do it again. Just pay back Epic. That's fine, 801, 801 Life. How'd you time him out, though? He's a mod. How'd you time off Known Justice when he's a mod? The fuck? He's not a mod? There you go. The fuck? He wasn't a mod. How'd you time him out? Well, I was for sure he was a mod. He was a mod yesterday. I probably unmodded him by accident. Sorry, guys. I modded him now, so. So yeah, guys, please don't block anybody. Keep it civilized. Keep it straight. Oh, so he didn't have a wrench. You got him this time, huh? All right. All right. It's a fair game. Yeah, I just gave him his wrench. Here, let me do something. I'm gonna try this, alright guys. I'm gonna mod everybody in this chat. I'm gonna mod everybody in this chat. But if I see anybody that's blocked in my chat on my channel, I'm gonna unmod everybody. So please don't block anybody. Everybody's modded. Lion, you're modded. Known Justice, you're modded. Crafty Cat, you're modded. Ellie, you're modded. Auditors of America, you're modded. Who else did I miss? If I missed anybody, guys, let me know. Crafty Cat's a mod. Yeah, I know. Me and Known Justice are good. We're good. Even if he makes a video of me, I like Known Justice. I like his videos. I find them funny as hell. Ellie, you wanna drop a message so I know you're modded? Okay, Known Justice should have been back by now. Was timed out? Yeah, just timed out. You didn't block him, eh, 801? You just timed him out? Give me a 1 if you just timed him out. I don't expect anything from my mods. All I respect is if somebody's being racist, then obviously we put them on timeout. You got 3 warnings and then you're pushed out. You know, I respect freedom of speech. I respect that to the fullest. But if you're gonna come and do some threats or anything like that, then yeah, then for sure. Good luck, 801. Who else there? I don't see anybody else that I can mod here. Everybody else is modded. Lion One's modded. Ellie's modded. Everybody's modded. Pepperoni's modded. Joe Cool's modded. Redneck Transparency. If you're still here, put in a message. He was mad because I've been to Dirty Mike's. Oh, that's a different story. All right. Yeah, me personally, I don't mind where you guys go. I'm not gonna judge you guys, but I still say what Known Justice says: unsubscribe from Dirty Mike. That's all I say. Um, yes, you're your own man. You could do whatever you want. That's no problem. But yeah, I can't tell you where to go. That's for sure. You could do whatever you want. You know what? 801. That's what people do on YouTube, man. You know, if you're not with us, then you're not with us. You know, it's just the way it works. A lot of people will do worse. You know, but me personally, I don't care. Like you could be from any community, I still won't care as long as you're in here and you're respectful. Then I don't care. That's why I don't block or hide anybody from my channel. Everybody's welcome. We have freedom of speech. Ask her how it was to mud for dirty, stinking hands, Mike. Ask who? Ellie? Who was modded for Dirty Mike? Oh shit. Cat, show me your face quickly so I know it's you. Alright, you're good. Nice. I didn't
Did
expect
you
that
see
one.
that?
Yes, I
Did
did.
you? Yeah.
I should have taken a picture quick, snapped it.
Right? Careful now. People do those things.
I don't know Dirty Mike. Are you sure you don't know Dirty Mike? You used to go there, Ellie. What are you talking about? If you're the real Ellie, just saying.
That is the real Ellie. Just so you know.
Because
I can tell the difference.
she said,
The-
I don't know Dirty Mike. No, she
yeah, I
said,
see.
I don't know Dirty Mike.
I don't know him either, but I heard that he's in Canada.
Yeah, he's a Canadian, yes. And that's why I supported him because he was a Canadian and, you know, I helped him out his channel, obviously, but then he turned out to be like Mr. Macho Guy, I guess. Bud
Yeah.
Grower,
But
good
that's the real
afternoon.
Ellie's picture. Epic.
Nice.
Okay.
Thanks for confirming it. Bud
Just in
Grower,
a few.
good afternoon. Hope everything is well and hope you're out of the hospital. Are you still in the hospital, Bud Grower?
Hope not.
Yeah, he was in the hospital for a while, I think, if I'm not mistaken. It was rather him or KY. I know KY
Either
was in the
way.
hospital too. Yeah. You hear about KY's wife? What happened to her?
No, I don't even know these people, but I just know that the hospital's yucky.
Yeah,
That's
well,
good.
she took the vax, and 2 weeks later she passed away.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry to
Yeah,
hear that. You see, that's
Hazy
an immunity
Unfiltered.
thing.
I
Hi,
hate
Hazy.
you. What's that? Sorry.
People are vampires.
Oh
They're
yeah,
sucking your energy.
I
That's
hate
what it
used
is.
car shopping. People suck dirty donkey balls. Hazy, you're fucked, man. I seen your video that you posted. I think it was yesterday or this morning. I think you posted. Isn't it this morning you posted that video?
I don't know, but can you send up the weather?
Send them the what?
If he's in Arizona, can he send up some nice weather?
Oh yeah, tell me about it, eh?
Please?
You don't have to answer this question, Kat. But are you from the States or Canada?
I'm just down the street from Slow Burner.
Oh, you're in Canada.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Really happy.
Yeah.
I'm starting to meet more Canadians. Canadians are starting to stick up more with Canadians. Nice.
Yeah, just if you ever run across Tony, can you kick him, please? He's on your side.
You're a mod, so you have. I do not like him. He's pure
No,
bad
I meant
news.
like in real life. If you see him, you know what to
Oh,
do.
I'd beat his ass. I would fucking whip his ass. I don't like that guy whatsoever. Is he in Canada too?
He's in Montreal.
But y'all,
Yeah.
then that explains why he's the way he is, right?
I
Fucking
told him he's
Quebec,
an embarrassment to our country.
fucking Quebecers. Yes, he is.
See, you're different.
Yeah, not all Canadians are like him. Trust me.
No. Tony's got the clips, right? No justice. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but Tony's got the clips. What clips? What clips are you talking about?
He tapes you. That's the thing. That's what No Justice is trying to say.
Oh yeah, he records my stream all the time.
Mm-hmm.
He says it. I don't care. He can record whatever he wants.
That's why I came up here just for it. No justice. Let's see what happens.
Did you see Viva Fire on Time? People talking
Tim
about
Pool?
Canadian government. Huh? Oh, Temple. Yeah, sorry, my bad. Talking about Canadian government overreach from COVID. Yes, we've been through the toughest mandates and restrictions and lockdowns.
I think
Uh,
another one's coming.
huh?
I think another lockdown's gonna come.
Oh yeah. Yesterday on the news, they had 43 new cases overnight.
That's what
So
I'm saying.
we're gonna end up closing down again.
Yeah. I said that since the summer. Like, if everybody's looking at me saying no way, and I'm thinking, you're so stupid thinking that Trudeau's on your friend's side or any one of them.
Trudeau doesn't give a flying fuck about any of us. All right, he
Nope.
locked us. He locked us down to the fullest. Even during Christmas, during all holidays, he locked us down like fucking rats in a cage. And then where is Trudeau and his family? Fucking traveling and having fun, partying, no mask. His kids no mask.
Right.
So I don't know how people still sit there and still listen to that bullcrap and still be um, happy to have Trudeau. If Trudeau should have been fucking voted out with a real swift kick to the ass, you know, especially with all the money he stole. I think it
Well,
was something like
that too.
what was it, like $3 billion he stole or something like that.
Yeah, he's done so much. He's done so many faux
Don't
pas.
don't blame the Muppets. Blame those that
I
cooperate.
do. I blame the higher ups. Nude. You're right.
Yeah, I don't blame the people either because the people's votes don't even count anymore, guys. People they don't care about your votes. You
No.
know,
I
if we would stop all voting today, if nobody would vote today, they would still choose one. They'd still choose a prime minister because they don't give a fuck about our votes. It's always going to be a Muppet in place.
He's
I
born that
comment.
way though. He was born into it.
I commented on all Tony's videos earlier, saying, "Tony, I need the clip."
Because he was on this morning. We thought he was on his own. Okay. So then, of course, No Justice. We ran over to PDF. And then he came in. Notice it didn't cost him $500 appearance fee. You see?
Is Tony charging people to get ranches? $50 for a ranch or something like that?
No, what he's doing is he's saying $500 and I'll come on your show.
Oh, what the fuck? Who would
Or his
want that on his
PayPal.
show? Who would want a guy like that on his show? Fuck, man.
But he
I
has
wouldn't
all the clips. Like, where's he taking it?
fuck him and his clips. I don't care about that. Cooperation is a choice. Open your businesses without a license and accept any customers, mask or no mask, vax or no vax. You know what? You're right, Nude. I seen a business not too long here in Ottawa. They actually made the news. they weren't accepting people with vaccinations. People that would wear masks would be refused at the door. People that got their vax, they refused them at the door. That was just amazing. Straight up. When I seen that videos, I got chills.
Tony, it's time to talk. We're gonna make more. Tony, it's time for your wraparound. You know. Hi, Graham.
Graham, good morning, brother. Love Graham. Graham's the shit. Tony, it's time to fuck off is hilarious. Hilarious. He admitted on a live stream that he has
Yep.
kiddo videos and that's against the law. What do you
Hmm.
mean kiddo videos? Hold on, I'm lost here. What do you mean kiddo videos?
He has my daughter on tape.
What?
Yeah,
He has your
because
daughter?
well, my daughter's on TikTok, right? So he
Okay.
has that knack of chopping up shit and putting words into people's mouths that it just looks totally ridiculous. No justice, you do 10 times better. And it's one of them things. He has my daughter, so he's consistently crafty cat and my daughter. So of course it's one of them. Uh-huh. Hmm. The kids are actually
Wow.
safe. They'll know when people are
That,
taping them.
that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
They should strike him. Tell them to go in there and strike him.
Never mind
5D
what he
transparency.
said. Yeah. He's just
5D
disgusting.
transparency are roof firing shots over the head. For fuck's sake! I got a video of my son online. He's usually shooting an AK-4. Nice. Fuck yeah. That's freedom, man. We need that shit in Canada. Fuck. But
Our
it's
kids are
coming for
pretty
you.
good.
Huh?
Our kids are pretty good.
Yeah.
Some of them are pretty good. I mean, like over here, some of them have attitude.
Oh yeah. Some kids are pricks. Sorry to
Hmm.
say, but it's true.
They have
I've
more right.
Yeah, I've seen a lot in my neighborhood that I can't really say anything, but fucking 11, 12, 13 years old and they're walking around with guns in their fucking pants.
Yeah, they
And
get caught. That's what happens.
yeah,
That
and you
they.
tell them like, listen, if you get caught with that, you're going to jail for a good couple of years. Like now in Canada, the guns, it's 5 years for the gun and then
Hmm.
2 years a bullet. So
And
each bullet that you have in a clip is 2 years.
but that's why they end up like that was what was going on with court. They had all these kids doing it, and they
Yeah,
couldn't put anything together, right? But now
exactly.
it's different. Now you want to stay on the right side of the law,
But
like it.
they don't give a shit though, Cat. They really don't give a shit. You know what they
No.
say? Better caught with it than without it. So
Hmm.
I kind of understand because in my neighborhood in Ottawa, there's shootings every fucking day. So if they get shot at least they have something to defend themselves. Which
Yeah,
that part I totally get. I
they
understand that
walk
because
around with knives too.
oh
They
yeah,
have
fuck yeah.
knives on them, so just be careful with these kids, because these kids. Plus, you don't know what people are on today.
Yeah, seriously, AZ. Canada adopted California style gun laws. What's the legal age? 18 or 21 to carry? There's no legal
No.
age. Here you could be 12 years old and you could have well, my first charge when I was a kid, it was a bulletproof vest and a 9 millimeter. And the cops called me 50 cents. And it's still stuck to this day, 30 years later. They
Hmm.
still call me that. Imagine that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Gorilla's in the house? Gorilla's not here. 5'9". What are you talking about? Good talk with Gorilla last night, nude. Oh, okay, you're telling nude. I did almost 2.5 years for that.
Yeah, it's not a fun thing. Like how
No,
everybody should be on house arrest today. It just costs better. Like
yeah.
I was telling Nellie, same thing. Like, why can't they just put an ankle monitor like they do with our officials?
Isn't the link pinned, Black? Can you drop the link? Isn't the link's pinned all the way at the top? Or are you on my
It's at the
other
top.
channel? Hold on. I gotta go to my other channel. I think he's on. What channel are you on? Let's go over here. He must be in here. No, it's at the top, GZ. You can't miss it. It's right there. It's in blue. Yeah, it's pinned. Come up so I can mod you, so I know it's you.
Yeah, that's scary. You're pulling into a back alley.
I pulled up in
Definitely.
I pulled up in a dark parking lot last night, 3 a.m. Scared. A junkie. He legit asked me as I jumped out of my car quickly, "Are you here to kill me?" Bro, I felt bad. I said, "Nah, give him a dollar." Nice, good. You gave him $1. Why didn't you give him like fucking 20?
Dollar goes a long way, though. At least it's humanity.
All right, DZ, come on up. You're good.
Okay.
What's up?
Here I am. Thanks. Thanks,
There
buddy.
you are.
How you doing, Epic? I was just
Good, man. Very good.
right on. I caught sail in a bunch of cops around your place.
Bunch of cops around my place.
Yeah.
When?
Well, no, I thought I heard you saying that.
No,
Oh,
no,
shit.
no. No, didn't say that.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm hearing things.
I'm lost. I don't think I said that. Did I?
You were saying something about cops were bad there.
Oh yeah, cops here are badasses, man. What do you? Well, for sure, cops here are fucking.
Yeah.
They're thugs. They're gangsters.
Yeah, I hear it all the time. Ottawa. I'm not that far from you.
Yeah, Ottawa has one of the worst cops in Canada.
Yeah.
Trust me, I went to Toronto, I went to Montreal. No cops treated me the way that Ottawa cops has treated me. Ottawa
Right.
cops
Toronto
are just
cops are
really,
all right.
yeah. You know, you would
You
think
want to
for a
deal
big,
with the. Yeah,
you would,
honestly,
you
they're better than Peel.
yes, because you would think a bigger city, meaner cops, you know, but no, it's the opposite. Bigger city,
Oh.
nicer cops. There is still goof cops, like don't get it wrong.
Oh
But
yeah.
Ottawa is just really
It's,
rare you catch a good cop. You know,
it's
I turned in two badass cops to two good cops, but they were good cops with me. But doesn't mean
Yeah.
that they're good cops when they're out on the job.
exactly.
Just saying.
Yeah. Got that.
Just saying.
Yeah. Okay.
They have their own crap to deal with in their own little stations. You're so
But
ignorant.
if I was a cop, I wouldn't do that to people. Even if my captain or my sergeant said, "Listen, go do this, go file some fake charges on this guy
Yeah.
and just arrest him, bring him to jail," I wouldn't be able to.
I couldn't do it either. Like that. Oh, that pisses me off hard.
I'm
Look
gonna
what No
make a YouTube
Justice is
channel.
saying. No Justice, what are you doing now? Causing more trouble?
He's getting
I
hard.
laugh at his videos,
Yeah,
man.
because he realizes now you're not a girl. You're going to be in my video. I'm going to have the clips.
I haven't had the pleasure of meeting you, sweetheart. Who are you?
I'm Crafty Cat. Trust me.
Oh, who? K-Cat?
I'm Crafty Cat. Yeah.
Crafty Cat. Oh, okay.
I don't know what good cops mean, Dan. I don't know. I have no
Yeah.
idea. Why don't you come up on panel and explain to me?
good cops and bad cops.
Yeah, the literally a cop is a bad cop these days, no matter what.
No matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly, Epic. I'm with you.
The reason why I said that, because many times I've seen about 12, 13 cops, because here they don't roll by themselves, right? They're too scared to
No.
roll by themselves. So they'll roll 10 deep, 11, like 15 deep.
Oh, yeah.
But when they come, just realize that there's sometimes there's 2 officers per car. So there's
Yeah.
double the number, right?
Hmm.
So if that one cop's fucking beating the shit out of this guy, what do you think those 15 other cops are doing? Those 14 other cops are doing coming behind him.
They're turning
They're gonna
their
do-
backs. Yes.
They're
Well,
gonna
don't you
come in and get
remember-
some hits.
They
Don't you
did say
remember
it.
the G20 in Toronto?
Yes, that was
Oh.
bad.
All right. So that kind of puts it all into perspective because they were told stay up in
Yep.
Deerhurst,
Yep.
right? So if
Yep.
we paid for that, and then when they did that to like put them in the jail, that's disgusting. Come on, guys.
It is, and it's
And it
sad
is-
that the people can't stand.
That's actually still found on Dan's thing for Press for Truth Into the Fire.
Yeah.
Because then in Vancouver they did it. I mean, they don't do it as good as Toronto, trust me.
It gets me really upset, really upset, and it proves that I'm smarter. I'm actually smarter than
Mhm.
let's say 90% of the cops out there.
There's no doubt, Epic.
I know their jobs. I know their jobs better than they know their own jobs.
Yeah, like they never have cards. When you ask for their card, right, they never have it. But
No.
you notice how they'll always have it when they need to put it in the door.
Yeah.
So that's where your memory kind of comes in. Like, look at their badge number.
Yeah.
They're so rude.
And most of the time, and here in Ottawa, they don't force you as a police officer to put the badge on. It's not even part of their policies to have their badge on, which is quite
Yeah.
awkward because
Who
that's
the
their
fuck are
ID.
they?
That's what they show you. Listen, I have my badge.
Mhm.
This proves that I'm a cop. So
Yeah.
how is it in their policies that they don't have to wear it? That makes no sense. That's part of the uniform.
They're supposed to come out of their cars, even with their hats on.
Yes.
If we
Yeah.
wanted to be pricks, we'd be like, go get your hat before you talk to me and be fully uniformed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
No, I agree
And
with
how
you.
many
but
of them, well, how many of them actually break their own policy then?
Probably
All of them.
100%.
Every
That's
single
right.
one of them.
Yeah,
That's
probably
right.
100%. Yeah. Every cop would do that.
The only cops that don't do that is because we've modified for them was the Indian cops because they wear their turbans. So they're the only ones that actually get out and they're fully, and you see that on TV,
Hmm.
right?
Anybody know where redneck girl transparency is from?
I don't.
Someplace in the redneck country, my guess.
Where- yeah.
Redneck girl, where are you from? Are you from Canada or the United States? You
I
don't
would
have to say
say
exactly where.
Yeah,
USA.
You
USA.
think?
Yeah, she's from like USA and she probably has an accent.
Oh, I think she answered.
I
Ohio?
can't-
Ohio. She's from
Ohio.
Chicago, so she knows violence.
I can't see the chat, so that I'm not getting too pissed off.
And
Well-
she's probably got a little accent, you know.
Yeah.
Just even though she's from Ohio, doesn't mean that she's actually born there.
Yes, Graham, you're so fucking right. Because every cop that I've asked personally if they're part of the Freemasons, every one of them will tell you, yes, they are.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Then they're
It's
not
like
worried
Buffalo.
about it.
They say valor.
I knew a Freemason dude, and he was married to a good friend of mine. But whenever I talked to him, he was just a normal guy, yeah. But I don't get what I don't get what Freemasons do as a
Well,
group.
they're builders.
Builders. Okay.
Yeah, like out in Caledonia right now. So it's all about pretty much the Scottish Rite and all that bullshit right now. And the
Okay.
Gnostics. So, of course, I mean, they have their dark side too, but not every single one of them. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Right. So this is why they threw you all this shit, and here they're auctioning off stuff. So out on the res, you know, they've recreated a lot of stuff.
But yeah, how does that affect like the normal citizen of any place? How does Freemasonry affect that? That's what I'm not getting.
It's like a
'Cause it's-
brotherhood, I guess.
Oh, okay. Okay, the
Right.
Freemasons are a brotherhood, but yeah, it's never affected me directly. So
No.
yeah, do they do something indirectly that hurts everybody? I don't know.
Yeah. I actually have it on my here I'll check.
Okay.
It's
Who else has a live stream
Countdown.
going right now? Does anybody know?
Who?
I know Myron's live, but there's nobody there. Feel bad for Myron, man.
He's
You're
out
getting-
west, isn't he?
Aye?
He's out west in Alberta, I think.
Yeah, I feel bad for him.
Myron?
Yeah, Myron. Yeah, he just, it's all the problems are leaking down on him. Nobody wants to go there and hang out because of Dirty Mike.
Yeah.
So every time I go in, every time I see him go live, I try to go over and talk to him. He's a good old man. He's really nice.
Well, yeah. Well, just before I come on here, that's the first time I turn my computer on, and the first one up was you, Epic. So I never even got a chance to see anybody else. But I'm a what do you call it? Panel slut.
Yeah, I know you're a panel whore. I know that. I
I'm
see
a panel whore.
it.
there you go. I just
Joe
put
Cool's
the
the
link in the
biggest panel
chat.
whore.
Oh, I can't see the chat.
Well, it's in there.
Okay, I'll find it later. I guess.
What chat? What are you talking about?
My link of what's going on.
Yeah,
on
post your link,
Fixed
Kat. Yeah.
Nations.
Kat, you're more than
So-
welcome. Post your link. Go ahead.
They've been busy, okay, building and what have you, of course, like with the pipeline and what's going on up here. So it's just a bunch of hoopla.
That pipeline bullshit. That should be.
Yeah, that's
that
the
should be illegal.
one.
Fuck.
It's one of them that goes from east to west, and it goes through the LNG. And same with Brightwater down here. So they're busy building.
Is that your link, Kat? Ontario?
Yes, that's over the
Guys,
solar eclipse. That's what's been going on.
Everybody, if you guys are not subscribed to Crafty Cat, get out of this live stream. Go subscribe to her and come back.
Yeah,
I follow the water and the Six Nations, like the two rows. So we've got our emancipation from the British Empire, which happened at Niagara Falls. So there's still a lot of shit going on there.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is that the video that you're showing right out the lake?
Yeah, that and the
Yeah.
lake, all the moons that have come over the lake, like where Slow Burner is and stuff. Yeah, so that's a boardwalk.
I deleted the part, the chat part,
Hmm.
so I can't see what's going on. Like I can't see your channel.
Okay,
Like,
well we'll get it for you.
Fuck. LDOF said he was coming up and never came up.
Because for sure I want to link with or sub to you.
He's somebody
And all
that's
the
really
water's
doing
been
things.
flushed. Like you'll see that your water looks clear too, wherever you are. Is this AZ? That's up on panel, Epic.
I don't see nothing.
Who's a fun panel? Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
This gentleman here talking.
Hey, I'm far from a gentleman. Quit calling me names.
Jeezy?
Yeah.
Is that Jeezy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's his name, Jeezy, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, sorry, I didn't see your name. Oh, Jeezy. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
All my videos go back to 2016 and the concerts as well.
Oh, well.
Joe Cool's in the house. Why don't you come up, man? Come burn one with me. Nobody else is burning. Come burn one
I
with me,
am.
Joe. Are you
Hey,
smoking right now?
I'm over here smoking my pipe.
Oh, nice.
I'll burn one with you, Patrick.
Nice. Then I'm gonna light up then. Fuck it. I was waiting for somebody to come up to smoke, but I know Jeezy smoked, but I didn't know you smoked, Russ.
Oh yeah, yeah. Otherwise, I'm a bitch.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
A stupid biatch if you don't smoke.
You
What?
do have a ranch. What the fuck, bro? You've been ranch since day one, homie. What are you talking about?
You have a wrench, Joe.
Yeah. What kind of weed are you smoking, bro? Pass some up.
Oh, Joe's
when you
always
type-
smoking good shit.
Joe, brother, when you're typing, it looks like you don't have a wrench.
Yeah. But when you send it, you see
Bam.
the blue come up.
That's when. See, this started with no justice because he got timed out.
Yeah, I was surprised to see Known Justice get timed out because he's been a ranch in my channel since for a while now.
What does a wrench do? I see them on all kinds of guys, but what does a wrench
It gives you some sort of power on the channel.
It's
Oh.
like if your dirty Mike came in here, we get to time him out. Or
Yeah.
Tony, he came in here, or Fake Ellie, we get to get rid of them. And just like time him out.
Slow,
Oh.
what happened to you, man? You went AWOL.
That fell down and went boom.
You fell down. Yeah, sure you did.
While you're driving your car?
He's driving with his girlfriend.
Oh, the girlfriend's driving?
So he fell down, yeah.
Oh, shit.
I gotta watch
I
what I
tried to put it up on the windshield and it fell down.
say.
Then it stopped at a vape shop.
Where are you at now, Slow?
We're heading to some clown that's supposed to be dressed up really Halloweeny.
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 He's on a
What-
back road.
Yeah, we're on the back road.
Where
You
are
know
you?
what?
In Guelph? You said Guelph, right?
Yeah, now we're in Fergus.
Okay, so when you get to Acton, if you go down, I went down off of like internet when I got to Acton. It was really weird.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, shit. Look at this.
You're heading back home now, Slow, or no?
No, not yet.
You're out for the day or for a couple days?
No, just for the day.
Oh, nice. At least it gets you out of the fucking house.
Whereabouts are you, Berta?
Fergus.
Who?
Fergus.
Guelph,
Mhm.
Ferguson.
Ferguson.
No, it's Fergus. He could
Fergus.
just go one way and he'd be in Bellwood.
Stop
Oh,
drinking and driving.
Yeah, especially that green piss looking shit.
Like green slime, like fuck.
Is that
Stop
the
drinking
pop?
with
That's the pop shop.
The
Yeah,
pop
it's
shop.
alcohol.
No
Oh.
way. You got Lime Ricky.
Yeah.
You little oh, you little
Wow.
shit. You're a shit. Where'd you
I
get
also-
that?
I also got a donaire.
Oh,
I could
I
only
don't want
eat
to talk to him
shawarma.
no more. I don't want to talk to him no more. But it's on here.
She's close to you too, Slow.
What's that?
Crafty Cat, she lives around you too.
Yeah, Crafty Cat lives over by
Don't
Mavis.
say
I
it.
think.
Don't say it, but that's it.
I'm on Dundas.
Oh,
Dundas.
well,
Dundas, a
well,
lot of streams.
If you actually come home Dundas, you'll go through Waterdown and everything else.
yeah.
Jeezy, that's where you're at, no?
No,
Waterdown. Yeah, I love
No,
Waterdown. It's beautiful. I think I would like to move there.
I'm basically a good 100 miles northeast of Toronto.
Oh, are you?
Yeah,
Whereabouts are you?
around Peterborough.
Oh, okay. You see, we're all
Yeah,
in
I'm just-
Ontario.
Oh yeah, in Ontario. Yeah, I live in Liquorfield.
Liquorfield.
Yeah. The actual
what-
name is Lakefield, but I call it Liquorfield. It's a
Yeah,
small
that's like
town.
me. When we go up
Yeah.
north, I call it washing machine, not Wabashing. Come on. Like cold water, Wabashing.
Yeah.
Anybody see that 1A gamer?
1A
Gotta read-
gamer.
Did you guys see his video he just posted?
Oh, and you're
No.
in London.
This is trade your wrench for fence equipment. Haha.
Yeet, 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 yeet. There's cops. Yeet, 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 yeet. What's up,
What
buddy?
up?
Yeet is a cop. Yeah.
Yeet,
What's
yeet.
going
It's a
on,
cop.
guys?
Hi, Heat.
No, they put a fucking turtle.
Oh, Jesus. Hey Joe.
Hold up. Let me get my headphone.
Yeah.
Somebody,
Hey,
but then it says we're here. So,
Okay, guys, you got to check this out. Put us on big screen, Epic.
It's gonna cost you $5.
oh.
I'll just do it myself then.
What's going on there?
It's like a Halloween town. Oh,
Are you
shit.
going?
Spooky.
you can't enter.
Yo, you can pass
What's
Halloween,
this?
but you can't say trick or treat.
Trick or treat.
You know that? You're allowed to pass Halloween, but you can't say trick or treat when you get to the door.
I think we gotta walk.
Why? Will you get shot?
I don't know. Justin Trudeau said if you say trick or treat, you might get arrested. I don't know.
Holy
What?
shit.
Could you imagine? Could you
Trudeau.
imagine trick or treating at Reverend Bud Joe Green's house?
Oh, I don't
Did
know.
he really say that?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Literally,
Did
my
he
word.
really say
Yes,
that?
I did.
Yes.
Yes, I did.
Don't
No, I
know.
meant
not
our
you.
prime minister, the doofus of Canada.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he said that you could go trick or treating, but you cannot say trick or treat.
How can people get out behind
What
us?
do you say?
What if you say treat or
Give it to
trick?
me now. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Can you say treat? Can you say treat or trick?
No, he doesn't want you. Doesn't want you to talk at the door whatsoever.
Going weird.
So we're supposed to just go and like hold our freaking shit open, like give it.
Yes.
Jesus.
Be out there looking like this. Be out there like.
See, they'll cancel it. I guarantee you. This
That's
is
how
the
bad
attempt to
Canada's
canceling
getting
it.
Yeah, straight up. You write it with your hand, chick or treat, or have a big ass sign written on your
Hey,
chest or something. Trick or treat.
This is so retarded. Yeah, it's a good thing I don't watch the news.
Dude, I am sub to you, man. I
We
like
should all go in front of Prime Minister Trudeau's house and yell out
Yeah.
trick or treat.
like your shit. I'm talking to you, Yeet. Yeah, I'm sub to you, and I.
Oh
like
shit!
your-
What's up? Hey,
Oh no, I'm sub to you, and I like what you do.
Oh yeah, I appreciate that, brother.
No problem.
I appreciate it, man.
No problem.
I wasn't 100% sure who you were talking to.
Oh, yeah. My eyes go crazy. I could be looking up there, but I'm talking to you down there. No, I get you.
We got a slow burner in the house. Hell yeah.
You have Ontario in the house, and you
Oh my
have
God, guys, check this out. Check what Known Justice has posted about Herb Freeman. Look at this, guys. Hold on.
Oh, what happened?
I'm gonna read this. Check this out. Herb Freeman, victim of government abuse, local police bully.
Hmm.
So, Herbert Free Newtown, age 56, lifetime residence of, let's read it from this phone, it's easier. Where was
Where'd
I?
you get this
Resident-
at?
The link's in the chat.
What?
His community, one of 17 kids. Between mom and dad and stepdad, some siblings died along the way. Both collect disability, barely survives off of a slightly more than $15,000 between them both total. Ohio population 24,765, which has only gone down over the last 10 years. Also nicknamed Y City because of their bridge shaped like a Y. Located at the southwest Columbia. Yeah. Okay, that has nothing to do with free. Four step. Why are they talking about his family? I don't get it.
Well,
Because
weird.
it's a fucked up story, bro, of what happened to him and what they did to him. They took his house and everything, dude. They had a gun to his wife's
Oh, there
head
you
when
go.
they came in.
Yeah, that's fucked here. I just found it. Herb is a cop watcher, or you could also call
Oh,
an activist. He has been dealing with many issues from the local police department. Evidence would suggest that he's been a target by Zennisville Police Department. Police is tactics and the way he interacts with the police by some might be looked at of controversial.
No.
Mr. Freeman, by law, does not break them. His activism is founded on what is allowed to us by constitutional rights. He is doing exactly what the constitutional says
yeah,
we can't
yeah,
do.
yeah.
We could do. Herb Freeman has things going on that are not apparent at surface levels. Bone cancer has changed his life, even the chemistry in the way he thinks and processes information. Bone cancer has been one of the toughest challenge his family's wife have their hands full and say that the situation seems complicated, disgusting. Oh my God, it's that bad? He's in
Yes.
Ohio, right?
Bro, they have him on 120, like 100,000 something fucking dollar bail, bro.
He's on Ohio, right?
Yeah, he's in Ohio. So what happened?
There's his two
I
charges.
don't know if you guys know exactly what happened, but there's charges before this that happened, the food stamp charges. So
Okay.
he
Yeah.
was in front of a officer's house in Zanesville, Ohio. Before this that happened, the food stamp charges. So he was in front of a officer's house in Zanesville, Ohio. Ellie, before this that happened, the food.
Hold on. Somebody has whoever
It was
just came
me.
up.
I'm sorry. It was me.
It's
Yeah,
all
just
right.
put
Hey, how you doing, Ellie?
I'm good, Deez. How are you?
I'm
Go
doing
ahead,
okay.
finish it. There's his
Ellie,
lawyer.
Ellie can explain it a little bit better than me. I was just gonna explain it to the people who don't know anything about what Herb was going through before the food stamp. But I think she might be able to explain it a little bit better with more facts than I could.
So
Is
before
this-
she starts, real quick, Ellie, hold on, give me a sec. His lawyer is Stacy L. James.
No,
If anybody, no,
that's not correct.
Attorney Stacy.
I understand what it says.
but it's not her.
No, she's a fucking snitch, no, or something. She's a piece of shit, no.
Oh,
So who's his lawyer then?
That I think Ellie got him a new one.
Is
you?
this Canada or is it U.S.?
Oh shit, you got him a new lawyer, Ellie?
All right, let's let Ellie finish the convo we're having. Go ahead, Ellie.
Okay, give her.
Oh shit, where'd she go? We lost her.
I should probably drop by accident. Oh no, she's still here.
There we go.
I was saying, go ahead, finish the article, and then I'll speak.
Correct, Ellie.
Oh, it's way too long. It's like fuck all the way down.
The article is before the only thing the article talks about is the food stamp charges and all of that. It doesn't talk about what was happening before he got those charges. And I think you would be able to explain that a little bit better.
Well, it does
than
get into
myself,
some
Ellie.
of it. It does get into some of it.
Yeah.
I did not get Herb the new attorney. So I just want that to be clear. The new attorney was appointed through him. He needed to get a new attorney because the new charges are, well, let me correct myself. The new charge is a felony versus the other charges being a misdemeanor. And that attorney told me that she cannot do felony charges. Don't ask me why, but she can only handle misdemeanor charges, probably because she was more of a real estate attorney than she was a criminal defense attorney from her background. So she was court appointed. He had to go through that process again to get court appointed again. One thing I wanted to correct Eats on, and not correct him, but just to inform him, is that we were able to get back the house as of yesterday.
Nice.
Oh my God, that is so fucking awesome.
So
bro.
the city
I'm
no
glad
longer
to hear
has the
that,
house.
Ellie.
That took a
Fuck
lot of
the
time.
city of Zanesville.
Yeah, they
Fucking
did take his
awesome.
house, but we were able to get that back. So his wife can live there now. So to me,
So what
yesterday
about
was a
all of
good
the
day.
stuff that they stole
Peace,
from
Ellie.
him?
I'm sorry?
What about all the stuff that they stole from Herb?
Oh, no,
all of
honey, I
his-
can't get that stuff back. I'm not a miracle worker. Okay. That I can't even get his wife's stuff back. You know, I mean, they took stuff that's not on the search warrant, you know, as far as like his wife's driver's license, his wife's social security card, his wife's purse, his wife's lighter, you know, like, I mean, stuff that they just have no business taking. But
exactly,
it's you have to understand, in Zanesville, it is one painful step at a time. Painful. It is, I gotta say, and I apologize to anybody else, but it is and for my language, but it is the most fucked up place I've ever encountered in my life.
That is
so
the
those of you
only
who
place,
don't know the
man.
story, what?
I really want to hear the story of what
Go
happened.
ahead, Ellie. Sorry, I'm gonna.
Can we finish with the story and without interrupting? Let's mute our mics because I really want to hear the full story about this guy because he really comes to my channel every single day, every time I go live. So I would really like to understand what happened with him and if he needs help, if the people need to call, we will make calls.
He absolutely does. So I'm going to tell you the story from the beginning.
Perfect.
Okay?
Now let's let her finish, guys. Let's not cut her off,
Can you
please.
put me on big screen in the meantime, though?
Yeah. Let's just mute our mics. Go ahead, Ellie.
Okay, so the story for the arrest starts on August 14th, when Herb was protesting a thin blue line flag in front of a police officer's home.
Oh, shit.
During this you gotta let me finish.
Okay. No,
So-
I'm just saying this.
Please, let's stop talking. Let's let her finish, please, guys.
I'll explain everything you're going to say. Trust me. Okay. So in protesting, he had a bullhorn. The bullhorn was not this big, huge amplifying thing when you think of a bullhorn. It was a $5 store bullhorn. So you can imagine how unloud it really is. Herb had a video of what the U.S. flag code was. Herb is very passionate about the U.S. flag and not the thin blue line gang flag. So the night before, August 14th, Herb received a phone call from somebody that he doesn't know who told him that, he got his number from a friend of a friend, and he understands how Herb feels, and they have this neighbor, okay, who has these thin blue line flags hanging out, and they could really sure use his help. So anybody who knows Herb knows that when somebody needs his help, he's going to drop whatever to do it. So he said he agreed and said okay, and they text him an address to go to. Now, the important part of the reason why I'm telling you that is because Herb has never talked to this person before, doesn't know this person before, never received a phone call before. So this is where the setup starts. Okay. So he goes the next day in the afternoon, and he takes he's recording, static recording.
Sorry.
Go ahead. Somebody need me to wait?
No, Ellie.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
Everybody could wait 2 minutes.
Okay, so he, well, the story's a little bit longer than 2 minutes.
Go ahead.
The neighbor comes out and tells him, do you know that's a cop's house? Herb says, no. And she says, well, you can't be here. And he's on the sidewalk. He says, I have every right to be. So they call the police. The police come, not one, but two of them, because, it's real vicious with somebody out there, protesting a blue line flag. So what they do is they arrest him for disorderly conduct and criminal tools. Before you ask me what criminal tools is, criminal tools would be the fact that he was live streaming on his cell phone. So his cell phone became criminal tools. So they arrested him. He had to be bonded out. They took all of his cameras, his phone and equipment. He was bonded out. Then he was trying to get back his phone and everything, obviously. It took 10 days. So on the 24th of August, he received a phone call from the police department, Zanesville Police Department, and they told him that he could come on in and pick up all of his equipment. Everything's great, right? He's all excited. He calls me. He's going. I said, just don't go alone. So, his wife takes him. And when he gets there, they arrest him again. The reason they arrest him is for harassing and menacing. Now, how did they come up with that charge? Well, see, because they've been stalking Herb, because Herb was doing cop watching. And they told Herb before, you will learn to stop recording us. Quote, you will learn. So the charge that they have him for the harassing and menacing is because and again, I have the public FOIA request for the complaint, is that it states in the complaint that on the 14th, he was protesting in front of a police officer's house. On the 15th, he uploaded the video. On the 16th at 8 a.m., he labeled the video Cop's House. And at 12 p.m. noon, he changed the title to Protesting Thin Blue Line in front of Cop's House, list the officer's last name, and Zanesville Police Department. So they counted that as harassing. Now, of course, in the video, it doesn't state anything about the police officer's name or, that it's a house, because at that time, Herb did not know that it was a police officer's house. So they arrested him for that. So that became his third misdemeanor charge. So as we're trying to deal with that and get his equipment back, which was supposedly a request to the judge has been put in by his, quote, public defender, to get those things back because they were not submitting that on the information. I'm sorry. Shit, I'm losing my train of thought. I want to say disclosure, but that's not it. His evidence that the state had, they were not using any of those things. So we wanted to get those things back. The lawyer said she put it in. However, we later found out that he had a court hearing on September 23rd. That was an arraignment for the second arrest of harassing and menacing, and a pretrial for the disorderly conduct and criminal tools. We found out that nothing was put into the judge to get his equipment back until the day after that hearing, the 24th. We do have the person's name, address, and phone number in which called Herb and texted him. However, for some reason, his attorney doesn't feel that that's very important to subpoena or interview him for court. So we're working with those issues. Then 7 days later, on September 30th, over 25 law enforcement officers storm Herb's house, put a gun to his wife's head, put a gun to their 23-year-old handicapped son's back, rip Herb out of the house, bring in code enforcement, seize the house, along with all of the electronics, cameras, VCRs, phones, tablets, anything that was electronic, any cord that was electronic, and put him in jail and arrested him for illegal use of food stamps. Herb does not receive food stamps in any way. The only people that do receive food stamps would be his mother-in-law and his wife's uncle, who she has power of attorney. Herb has never used those cards. He doesn't know the PIN numbers to those cards. Herb doesn't drive. He doesn't go to the store. His wife does the store. So the reason why Steve started out that article that way is because it is all retaliation from Herb recording the cops when they told him that he needs to stop, and Herb didn't want to stop. He wanted to keep recording them, so they taught him a lesson. So here he sits in jail for over 3 weeks now, on a $100,000 cash bond in order to get him out. So we got the house back. He's been appointed a different attorney who won't handle the other cases. I did speak with that attorney several times. However, when I started to point out again some unfortunate mistakes that were being, not addressed, because Herb did give directed, let me be specific, Herb directed his attorney to make sure that I had all information and evidence in the case, because since he was in jail, he obviously can't be part of it. And, I've been able to track down some evidence that would support the retaliation claims, which I can't speak of, obviously, on YouTube.
Yeah.
But I do have some audio and visual recorded evidence that it was multiple government agencies that have been harassing and setting him up. Okay. He seems to not be real interested, which is an issue. So I'm trying to address that as we speak, because now the lawyer doesn't want to speak to his wife or me. Nobody.
I'm not trying to interrupt you before I forget. You said you have the information of the person who called Herb and set him up?
No, not for his last, not for the last charge. I have it for the first one.
That's what I'm talking about.
Right,
the blue line flag.
Absolutely.
You have that.
Absolutely.
Can you email that contact information to me, please?
Let me think first if I can. Not that I want to keep
Actually, wait until after Herb's case. Wait till after Herb's case.
Yeah. I don't want to make things worse, because you have to understand some people are very vindictive out there in YouTube world, and I'm finding more and more of it, and it's unfortunate. Yeats was one of those poor people who got brought into this by them using Yeats's name to call and complain and using profanity, but not for Herb's benefit, actually against Herb's benefit. And
they were trying to get him extra charges of using a police line illegally is what they were attempting to do, but they were attempting to do it under my name.
I'm hearing a lot of feedback. Hold on. Okay, that's better. Go ahead. I'm sorry. What'd you say, Pete?
I was telling them pretty much that what you said, that someone else was using my name to call him to get him a illegal use of police phone lines, because that's what they were trying to get him on.
Right.
And did you ever see that clip whenever I called to let them know that I wasn't the person calling? Did you hear that?
No, I heard, but I didn't see it. You can just send me a link in an email, and I'll look at that. Because I did instantly contact Eat to let him know that, this was happening, because this is not a game. This is not a joke. And I know there are trolls out there who want to make this harder for Herb. And, all I can say is there's a special place for you. And
another thing, guys, this is why it's
focus.
really important to not get doxxed out there, guys. It creates a lot of I can't really think of the word right now to use. It creates that ability for something to be used against you or somebody else, and then within that being created, it also creates the ability to cause a separation or all-out war with people choosing sides within a community. So it would have been like, well, they're calling under my name. Well, if Herb would have got charged with it and everything like that, you know, everyone would have been looking at me all kinds of sideways when I was in somebody else's panel when the person was calling. You know? So,
That is
here we
crazy,
sit
man.
trying to, yeah, it is. Now,
Is that
one
the whole
important
case,
thing
Lee,
that,
or are you done?
well, one important thing to know though is, again, why was just being cop watching something that pissed off the cops to go this far? Because I know that people have that question.
This isn't the first time they've done it to Herb, though. You got to remember
It's
back.
not. You have to understand,
No, we know
all three
that.
of these arrests for these charges happened within 6 weeks. 6 weeks.
I have
Okay.
questions too. I have questions too. So please let's let her finish, and we can go with the questions
right.
after.
right.
And you can. I'm going to tell you one more thing. One of the reasons why it wasn't just that Herb was just recording the police. Apparently, a little while back, Herb caught something that was extremely important on one of his videos that was never posted. However, the police officer lost their job because of it.
Oh,
So that helps you to understand that since one police officer lost their job, and by lost their job was their choice was to either retire or to be terminated, and they chose to retire, obviously. And when you think of all of the municipalities in Zanesville with the code enforcement who came in, with the police and everybody who came in, please understand they're all in the same building. So they're all friends and they all know each other. It's a very tight, neat little group.
Oh, for sure.
So,
For sure.
So
It's
so
wide
it practically began with him recording a cop's house, because a cop is super important. You cannot record their house, right?
well, and again, at that time, and it's on his video that he had, that I still have, that he did not know that it was a police officer's house. He had no idea, when he received that call. None. He did not find out until after he was already there. But then Herb, in his defense, said, well, it's still a free country. I'm on a public sidewalk and, I'm allowed to do this. So they, with that, took his phone, threw it on the ground, and put him in the bracelets and hauled him off to a cage.
So he also owns his own house, correct?
Yes.
So when you own your own house in America, I'm sure that the government, they're fucking cheap as it is. So I'm sure the government is not handing out food coupons to homeowners, right?
No. Yeah.
No.
You would,
Food coupons.
think.
So there goes that charge right there. And the one for his for recording a cop's house, if he didn't go on property, even if he did go on his property, it's not illegal. You could walk up to his door and knock on his door. You don't know whose door you're knocking on. You're just knocking on his,
That is correct. That is correct. However, he does have his video that shows him from starting to get out of the vehicle, and he never left the sidewalk.
Yeah, I understand.
And in this arrest, unlike everybody does know, if you have seen videos with Herb, that he does, go to the profanity. I will give you that. However, in this video, he did not. He did not curse. All he kept saying was, what did I do wrong? What is the crime? What is illegal with what I did? And they wouldn't answer.
Let's say even if he did curse. So there's two.
Right.
There's two.
Well, you're still
effects
allowed
to
to, but it wasn't like he antagonized it, is what I'm trying to get across.
Yeah. It was
I understand. I understand that. But what I want to come across, guys, with everybody, what I want to come across. Sorry, holy fuck, I have a hard time speaking. But what I want to come across with is, even if, all right, so if the cops are listening, even if Herb Freeman would have went on the property, knocked on the door, that is not illegal.
That's not
Correct,
true.
because when you have that walkway up to your door, it's implied that you have permission to go up and knock on the door. That's correct.
Yeah,
exactly. You don't need permission to knock on anybody's door, right?
Yep.
Unless there's a gated fence.
And
Yeah,
no
no.
trespassing signs and
Nope.
big yard dogs and
Nope.
yeah. Yeah,
So
but you know,
I want to finish your hold
Go
on,
ahead.
somebody's trying to come up.
Go ahead.
Chad, okay, you're good. You can close your camera. So even let's say even if he would have went on the property, and even if he was swearing, how is that even illegal? How is that even
Well,
not,
a
Well, it's
reason
not.
to arrest somebody?
It's
not
not.
here anyway.
It's not. And that's where, as things got a little bit more difficult, Herb asked me for help with this. So I was helping him with this first attorney, this Stacy person. I was helping with who kept saying things to him and he wasn't understanding. So I was trying to explain it to him. And as we started going through it and I started communicating with her, and there were repeated emails to the attorney with directives on what needed to be done to help make this stuff go away because the charges were crap, to be honest. She finally responded after a week and said, yes, I got your emails, but I've had a migraine for the past week. Wow. So that's why she could not possibly do anything or address anything. And then she said that she wasn't going to be able to represent him for the arraignment on the one charge. He would have to just go by himself and plead either guilty, not guilty, or no contest. She was only going to do the pretrial. So I immediately put a stop to that because that wasn't going to happen. And then mysteriously after, that email went, she could miraculously combined the pretrial and the arraignment for the same time instead of making her go at 8 a.m. for one and 10:30 for the other. So we got those together. I did speak with the attorney again and tell her that I did have evidence that could clear him and people that were willing to come forward. And with that, Stacy told me, I quote, I don't think I want to speak to you anymore, Ellie. And she hung up the phone on me.
So working with the court, she was a two-faced lawyer, yeah.
So I was trying to get this attorney to move those charges to him. We did put in for a specific attorney request because he is on an indigent basis. Unfortunately, we didn't get that attorney that we wanted. We got somebody else. I spoke with him at length before he even met her. Everything was going great until, and I'm not going to lie, until after he had his arraignment. And then the minute he had his arraignment, it went from his attorney telling me that there should be no problem getting him out on ORO to, yeah, Ellie, I really don't think it's going to happen now. After. He totally changed from after. What changed? What changed was he spoke with the prosecutor and the detective in the case. And then all of a sudden, Herb becomes the sacrificial lamb. So I will tell you that Herb, when he was arrested on the 30th, he was sent to the Zanesville City Jail. Then we were told he was going to have a grand jury hearing on October 6th. However, they decided to surprise us. And we found out after the fact that his grand jury was actually on the 5th. They moved it up a day because the judge was busy the next day. So they went ahead and moved it up a day, and they indicted him and did not change the bail. They left it at $100,000. So I spoke in great detail with what I could afford. And, to explain, ORO would be great, but this is as much as I can afford. I need you. Oh, it shouldn't be a problem, Ellie. Don't worry. I don't see any reason why we can't get ORO on this. Okay, great. That changed. And the judge said that they will not even discuss bail. Do not even bring it up. Going to have to file a new one with the judge who set the original bail because he doesn't want to interfere with that judge. Now, again, I'm not going to release the attorney's name at this point because there have been issues with phone calls there. But I will tell you that when I did look up to get more information about the attorney to see exactly where the expertise is, I did find out that this new pretender court-appointed person, the point-appointed person, sometimes I misspeak,
I read his bio, and he has no criminal background. It is all on real estate, property, and investing. There is no mention of any criminal in any way on his little repertoire.
Yeah.
So why he's assigned to this person, I have no idea. But I did, again, put all this information into a nice, neat little email to his attorney, because I found his email. I was able to send him that, along with making some phone calls for some other organizations that are within the Zanesville municipality area to start assisting.
Sorry to interrupt, but yeah. To me, it sounds like there's a bit of a conspiracy.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Like, get on the same page as me.
And when I don't know if I missed this, but this is important. So for his charge of illegal use of food stamps, the charge specifically says for less than $1,000. So when I tell you that does not mean that they're saying that, okay, it was $900. That means they're saying it could be a 50-cent candy bar, and that is why you're going to keep this man in jail. Because
if that's the case, it should only be a $10,000 bill.
Well, no. If you look up food stamp fraud in Zanesville, Ohio, everybody's encouraged to do that. You will see that there was a what they call an Operation Snap-Off. And that was a infiltrated system that is done between the prosecution, the food stamp organization, and the local law enforcement office. So it is a task force of the three of them. And those people that they arrested out of the 18 have charges up to $150,000 worth of food stamp fraud, computer fraud. We're talking multiple counts.
Ellie, what I'm saying though,
let me finish. And their bail was set at $1,000.
Wow.
Herb's bail is set at $100,000 cash.
Okay,
bail.
So I think what needs
Herb's
to be
investigation
done
was not done by the Operation Snap-Off, in case anybody was going to ask that question. That was just done by one detective within the Zanesville, the police department, not what the other people got.
All right, so I think what needs to happen is Monday morning, instead of continuing to have people call or do not call Zanesville, any Zanesville official, maybe we should start hitting up the governors, the attorney general, and have their phones start getting blown up over Zanesville.
Well, I'm not going to tell anybody to do that, but I'm not anybody's mother. So if you want to do that, by all means, do not
call the attorney. Do not call the whatever you have to call.
Do not call the jail. Okay, because
we'll do a segment for Herb later on again, Ellie, because there's other people that don't know that at least he's been given his house. So I'm so glad to hear that.
Yeah, that just happened yesterday. It was released at 11:45 a.m. I mean, that of course took multiple phone calls that were ignored.
So was it found that the roof was actually damaged?
No, there's nothing wrong with the roof, Sunshine.
Oh, so the house was actually confiscated illegally. Dude, Herb actually has, you know how fucking huge of a lawsuit Herb has on these
We're not going to
motherfuckers?
discuss that because that is irrelevant at this point. And
yeah, until
I don't
after
want
the
anybody
trial.
going there. My thing is the man needs to be out. He is in poor health. Not only does he have bone cancer, which is extremely painful, but they don't give him access to things. His wife can't go see him because, again, in order to go to the prison to see him, you need your fucking driver's license, and the asshole won't give it. I'm sorry, I don't mean to curse, but
wow.
I'm so exhausted with calling these people on a daily basis. But what I don't do is tell people what people to call for this reason. There have been several calls where people have been not only abusive, but some people saying that, you should keep them in jail. This is what he said.
That happens all the time.
So I cannot release any information as much as I would like to say, hey, listen, this is extremely, extremely important. and it would open people's eyes to what's really happening. I can't tell you that because of these motherfuckers, again, excuse my language, that are calling, telling him, oh, Herb did this and Herb threatened this, so go on. Because listen, if you think that I don't get those copies, you have another thing coming, because I do. But I'm not trying to
my
start the
God.
drama. My focus has to stay on Herb. I can't deal with all the outside rhetoric. You know, it has to be to help him.
Let me
So-
say something.
Right.
Let me say something real quick, guys, before anything. When you do a do not call, no matter what, you have trolls. Whether you think you have trolls or not, you're always gonna get those bad messages. But just showing that Herb has the support out here that's gonna fight to get him out of jail. Even there's always going to be negativity. No matter what, there's always going to be that person. Even on me, when I was in jail, the cops are telling me, people are calling, and some of them are talking shit, and some of them are telling us to keep you in jail, and some of them are telling us to let you the fuck go right now. Like, it was crazy.
that's another reason why we're saying that. You know, if people decide to ever do this, you know, getting doxxed is one of the worst things that can just. Because
Absolutely.
it gets your name out there, and then once your name is out there, they can go and call under your name. Well, if you're calling say I call a public official under Ellie's full name with a female voice saying that I'm Ellie, saying that I'm going to come and shoot you and blah 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 blah, that is criminal threatening.
Yeah.
You know, that's actually breaking laws. You know.
Yeah.
And people could do that because someone got doxxed and their full name got out, or
I really think people should call. The people should get behind this, and people should start calling for his freedom, because that's the only way. Even if there is negativity, I think people should still call for fight for everybody.
We've been calling for the past month. I'm telling you, Zanesville is going to do.
Question.
No, not the cops. You can't call the cops, because the cops is.
Yeah, Zanesville's not going to do nothing for them. They're just going to keep hurting them.
just asked a question about the ankle monitor. It's funny you should mention that, because I'm already working on that as the other option, because they put down that he is a flight risk. I don't know how you explain that he's a flight risk. The man doesn't have a driver's license, doesn't have a passport, has never left Zanesville because he's lived there his whole freaking life, is afraid to fly. But let's just pretend for 1 minute that, okay, we'll go along with your stupid flight risk shit. I'm working on that, but it was impossible to get past any of that since the house was seized. So I had to make the house the biggest priority, because if he doesn't have a place to come back to, there's no house arrest. But I am trying to work on that as well. I'm working a lot of different angles. And yes, Heather, people have called news agencies. However, they don't want to pick up the story, or at least from what I got. And I couldn't.
Right, man.
I don't have time to fight with them about it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, news agencies are never going to pick up any story that that involves any kind of police brutality, any kind of police misconduct. They are not going to pick those stories up, because they don't want those stories to get out to the people. The stories they want out to the people are the stories where it's an officer killing somebody or raping somebody. And then even then, the only coverage they really make is in a fucking newspaper, a local newspaper. You know,
no, this is how the story would run if you had them. Local cop watcher gets aggressive, been arrested for this, assaults poor police officer, and then gets this. That's their angle in the story. Nobody wants to do the work, you know, and, you know, that's why I'm not on as much as I was on before, because my job is to just do all of the research I can. I do have several people who are helping me with this, so I am most certainly not doing this alone. Awesome. I have a few people, you know, that are helping me to better understand the law, help guide me. So I don't make decisions. I also don't make decisions without his wife. His wife knows everything. I speak to them both several times a day, between his wife and Herb as well. So Herb's a little harder, and I am going to ask everybody to please keep him in your prayers, because Herb over the last week has been taking
So where can I
a
find
really
this?
bad downfall. So I'm trying to keep him in high spirits, but it's getting harder and harder.
Yeah, that I get it, guys. And you know what? he's fucking going through hell right now because, you know, sitting in jail, they don't care if you're cold or not. Having bone cancer, you're freezing all the time in jail. It's so cold. You're sleeping on metal beds. He's literally, I could tell you right now, because I've done jail time many times. He's fucking suffering.
Yeah.
He's suffering right now.
Yes, 100%.
It's affecting him more emotionally as well. Sometimes, you know, I can kind of cheer him up, and sometimes it ends because even though I have since day one been telling him everybody's, you know, by your YouTube names who have been praying for him, and I, you know, just give him like maybe 10 or 15 here or there, it's not working anymore, because he's upset that he doesn't understand why he's in there. He has no clue why he's in there, and I can't explain it to him. Because every time I talk to him, I'm on a recorded call. So anything, I have to always be vigilant that they are listening. You know, his lawyer's supposed to go and he doesn't show up. So he gets angry and I have to calm him down there. And you have to understand he can't even just go to his cell and just lay down, because in Zanesville, they don't have that. They don't have a cell. He is in one big room with 111 other people now. It is just one big open space with cots just lined up along the way. They don't do any yard work. He has not seen the sunlight since he was arrested on September 30th.
Is that where Herb is?
He's in the Zanesville County prison right now.
Yeah, so that's where he is, where you're talking about.
Yeah, he's in. They have different rooms. When he first went into the county, he was in with 11 other people in a big room. But for some reason, they moved him in the middle of the night just over a week ago. No explanation on why they moved him.
They moved him to a pod.
So now he was in there with 100, but they just added 12 more people 2 days ago. So now it's him and 111 other dudes in one big room. There's no place.
What about the vaccine? Did they force him to get it?
No, they did not. I was able to ask him that. No, they have not. But yet you can be in a room with 111 other people. I mean, I wasn't making an issue of that because, to be honest, I know he doesn't want it. So I'm one that believes it's everybody's personal choice. The only thing they did force him to do was they forced him to get a TB test. And here's the thing, whenever you put money on his books, it doesn't really matter, because if he needs to go and see the nurse, it costs $5 every time he goes. So they just keep sucking it off.
Yeah. Like them $5 turns into like maybe $5,005, you know?
Yeah, and it's limited because his wife tries to put money on the books, but you know, so he can call. So I had to work something else out because the machine's full, so she can't put money up there, and they haven't been able to empty it in a week. It's always something. Every day it's something with these people. Every day, you know. And you know, he's getting to a point that I don't like to see him at. So like I said, I'm trying to keep him upbeat, but it's getting harder and harder because things aren't moving. They're not even being done the way his attorney originally said that they would. So we're trying to figure that out. Now, if somebody would be the biggest help is if somebody could help with a private attorney or know somebody who could take that, so we could get rid of the public pretender whose you know background is never not one thing criminal.
Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 second, Ellie. No justice. Do not put money on his books. If you heard what Ellie is saying, they are taking every bit of money he is receiving towards medical bills.
Well, no, it's only at it's okay. It's only at $15. And what I will do is I will I don't have that right in front of me, but I will email that to you. No justice.
Okay.
Because what I do, no, he can't. He doesn't have access to the PayPal right now, because they took all of that information as well. So
We're gonna have to get a money pool set up for
so
them.
the biggest thing, if anybody wanted to help, the biggest thing is getting him an attorney that would actually be on his side. Now, granted, I understand that's quite difficult because attorneys are, listen, I'm sorry if they're out there, but they're just scums in the same aspect. I'm not going to lie. The attorneys are officers of the court. And in this case, since he's indigent, the court is paying him. So the client is the court, not Herb. So that's one thing I have not been able to successfully find is an advocacy group within that area that would have legal representation that could take over the case and help him. Because if you just had one attorney who really cared and wasn't worried about if they're golfing buddies with the prosecution, okay, or that they go to social events with the prosecutor and really cared, Herb could be out within 24 hours. Unfortunately, that's not the
I have
case.
a quick question. Right now, is he using a paid lawyer or he's using a?
It's a pretender.
What?
He's a court-appointed attorney.
So he's an actual lawyer that he paid for?
Right. It's not a lawyer that he pays for. He's under an indigent care because his income is less than $12,000 a year.
So it's a private attorney that is still paid for by the state because the state
Correct.
has to provide you with the attorney.
Yeah.
So even though it is not a public defender, because the public defender probably
Legally.
turned down his case, it is a private, but it's still a fucking pretender.
Well, let
it's
me
a
explain.
private
There's
pretender.
There's a
public defender.
A public defender, which works specifically for the court in those cases and get assigned on the spot. And then there are appointed cases, which is what he has, where they go into a rotation base. So, you sign up for it and I guess it gets your name out there or whatever reason you want to take it and get a couple $100 for this case. So, you got to understand the first attorney for those two cases, her best deal she could get him was 7 months in jail and a $1,500 fine.
Fuck that.
And Herb said no. So of course, then all of a sudden, a week later, he gets these charges, which is absolutely absurd. Absolutely absurd. So what he needs is a lawyer that's not court appointed. However, unfortunately, I'm financially can't do
said
that.
the original public pretender assigned wasn't even qualified for his case.
Neither is this one.
Maybe we could start a.
We need a money pool, but it needs to be somebody who is in Ohio.
No. We could start a donation pot for him. His wife would have to create it, and his wife would have to have the password.
You have to understand, she cannot. She doesn't even have any electronics. There's nothing in the house. They took everything. I mean, what they did was he had cameras all outside the house that were up. They came in with a truck with a ladder, and instead of taking all the wires, they just cut the wires to the camera. See, they didn't want any of the evidence. That wasn't part of it. What they want is to get rid of all the evidence of all the harassment that they've been doing for the man. So they took all the boxes and everything else, but there's no reason to take everything down nice and neatly. No, they literally had these cutting shears and cut the wire and took the heads of all the outside cameras.
Dirty fucking cops. But he's gonna fight through this, and it would be smart to start something.
We need to start something, but it needs to be somebody that's in Ohio that can get foot on the ground in Zanesville.
Get money to him right away when he needs it.
And the only one I know of that's in Ohio is Word.
Well, anybody can put money on his books. That's not an issue. I can tell you exactly how it has to be done. You can do it through your phone. You can call an 800 number that's on the website.
That's any country, from anywhere?
Yes, it doesn't matter where. It doesn't matter where. You can just call if you go on to the Muskingum County prison in Zanesville, Ohio. They give you the 4 steps on how you can put money on somebody's books. I even tried to see if I could send him a care package of stuff, right? Well, that's a big no. No, everything has to be bought inside the jail. God forbid. Every time I put money on the prepaid card for him, because I have it set up to where I called the, it's called IC Solutions. And then this way he can call me direct. So I already put it on there. Every time I add money on there, the prison gets the prison gets $11.99 of that money. And then IC Solutions gets $5.99. So then I have to add money on top of that because again, prison is a moneymaker. Tylenol costs $5. You need to see the doctor or nurse for anything, it's $5. You need to put money on somebody's books, well, it's going to cost you, you know. So it's limited. I can tell you that he has lost more weight because of obviously the food in there. So, I mean, if you want to put money on his books, you are more than welcome to do that. I can get the number real quick for you on the account that it has to go on because you don't give the name, you have to give the number.
Is there any videos of what happened to him at all on the computer? Anything?
No, it was taken down.
Does the wife? Oh no, they don't because they took the thing. Fuck. There's nothing we could support. We would have to get that the number for his books.
Yeah, I can get
Even that, sending it to his books. Like I mean, people could be sending $100 at a time to him, and
well,
I don't think
maxed
that
at
the books are
300.
going to accept all of that money going into his books at once. You know, so we
It
gotta
would be
watch
maxed,
how much money is transferred
right?
to him.
It would be maxed at 300 a day, which is why you could always email like hippie or Mexican long hair if you want, and then we can do it on a individual basis. And I can give them that versus if you put if it goes over 301, the prison gets to keep that. Just so you know, it's considered a gift.
Yeah.
I pay for all the phone calls, so I just keep adding the money on, and then that gets billed to my credit card. So that's how he gets to speak with his wife and talk to me.
That's crazy. Poor guy, man. He's not a young guy either.
No, he's not, and neither is his wife, and she has her own medical issues. Plus their son who's handicapped, who has, medical issues. So it's hard for her. It's hard. Every day is getting harder and harder and harder.
Oh, of course. For sure.
There's
a lot of stuff to do around the house. He's not there to do it.
Yeah, but the house is fine now. They did release the house back to her, even though they tried to claim when they seized the house that she only had 7 days. 7 days. You're going to tell this woman she has 7 days or the house belongs to the state. Well, that wasn't happening. So, we worked out a plan together, which I'm not going to discuss, but we worked out a plan together and we were finally able to get the house back yesterday. So,
well, you know what? If you guys got the house back, just right there, he's innocent. You know that he shouldn't be in jail because
I know 100% he's innocent. I know 100% he's innocent. 100%. This is all for him to learn a lesson. I don't even believe, in my opinion, and again, this is my opinion, this is not fact in any way. I'm not saying this is going to happen, but this is just my theorized guess that as time gets closer to the trial, that I believe that the charges will mysteriously be dropped. The idea is to keep him in jail as long as they can, because let's be honest, they can make up whatever the hell they want, and you're guilty until you can prove yourself innocent. Yeah. That's the way the system here in America works. You are guilty. The minute the cop says you're guilty, you are guilty. And you have to prove yourself. And unfortunately, it's money. And they feel that Herb doesn't have any friends. He's low income. He's an easy target. And the bastards just keep going and going and going and going and going. And they don't need to have evidence. There's no such thing as having to have evidence. They just make this shit up. So, that's
what can I tell you? What I think we should be doing as a community is getting something set up that we can come up with the full bail as a community.
You can't come up with the full bail. It's $100,000. It is not 10%. It is $100,000.
Fuck.
That's insane.
$100,000. It was repeated to me several times. No matter how many times I ask, it keeps saying 100,000, and then something about me having a full-time job, which makes no sense because I'm on disability. And what does that have to do with anything? I don't even understand why that process even came out. So I didn't even entertain that. And I was like, what are you talking about? You know, why would I have to have a job? And then it was like, well, if you can come up with the money, maybe we can work something out. Maybe. And then I asked the question, well, you know, does the money get returned when he goes to court? Oh, no. No, it doesn't get returned. So again, I mean, half of it I'm sure is bullshit, but I can only repeat what I'm told. And everything I'm told, I'm going more and more to investigate that they're lies.
Oh, it all sounds like it's all bullshit.
This,
The whole
every
thing.
bit of it is. Hold on, I'm going to bring up, without saying his name, I'm going to bring up his attorney's profile so you can see, so you can hear his thing. Give me a minute so I can bring it up. Well, no, and his bail bondsman, and I'll quote, said, Ellie, you know what his problem is? He has to stop fucking with the cops. That's what his bail bondsman told me.
But the car runs good. Now we just got to figure out the brake. Brake is really good. Most of the time it sits longer, right?
Let's see here. Let's do profile.
Gonna pass the vacuum.
Okay, here's his expertise. He practices in the area of real estate development and leasing, construction and permit mortgage lending, and title insurance. He is experienced in representing financial institutions in residential and commercial lending, real estate investment trust, and other lenders in construction loans, permit loans, and troubled loan workouts. And other areas of practice include business information, incorporating corporations and LLCs, probate and estate planning. That is his profile. How is that somebody that gets court appointed for somebody who's being charged with a felony? That is his bio.
Yeah. They
That
just
is
want
the
to get him
attorney.
in for money.
So what he needs is an attorney. You're right, Crafty Cat. That's exactly it. There's no son. I asked him. I said, Herb, how many times do they, let you outside every week, for like an hour? Because, I mean, I'm used to seeing what's on freaking TV, I guess, and think that you get to actually go outside and play basketball or whatever, And he said, they don't do that there. They don't do that. There's nothing. You stay in that room. You don't leave that room for any reason. The only time you leave that room is if you're going to medical or if you're going to the hole. That's it.
Wow. 24-hour lockdown, that's illegal that I know of. Especially if you're not convicted of a big fucking crime of the,
Yeah.
war criminals get that type of shit. Not fucking.
And they
small
know that
criminals.
it's mentally draining on him. It is mentally breaking him down every day, more and more, every day.
That's fucked up.
That's really.
So if somebody, knows of an attorney who's willing to take this pro bono, or, we're talking really, really inexpensive, some type of, and I'm looking into the advocacies. I mean, I've been through so many of them already who, of course, don't want to do it, but that doesn't mean I know everybody. And I don't know all the areas around Zanesville because I live in Pennsylvania. So when I'm doing this from a large distance, but it is what it is. I mean, I'm going to do whatever I need to do to get them out.
Jeez.
Yeah, you're right. Even death row people get to get out for an hour a day. Isn't that true?
Geez, somebody keeps muting me. Am I that bad? Okay.
What did he say? Somebody timed him out?
Yeah.
I didn't time anybody out. I'm barely being able to read
Well,
chat.
Well, no, my mic was muted.
Oh, then that would have been Epic that did that. Nobody else can do that except you and him.
Well,
You could have hit the button by mistake.
but I never moved. I'm drinking beer and smoking pipes.
I think it might have been Epic because he might have been muted you. It's the only other person who could have muted you.
No, I don't care anyway.
What's wrong? Does
No,
it echo?
No, he was asking why he was on mute.
Oh, yeah. You probably never unmuted from when Ellie was trying to explain the case.
Yeah, okay, sure, I'll go with that. Yeah,
Yeah, I muted everybody when I was trying to listen to her. That's why.
I see. Yeah, that's understandable. I just missed it.
So if there's no more questions, I'm going to jump down. I just wanted to talk about Herb. So if people can get that, story out there or post that link from oververt.gov in there about the story that Steve did to bring awareness, that would be amazing and awesome.
Well, that's why I wanted to hear the whole story so I could put it out there now.
That's the whole story. The whole story is not in there. And again, that story was written just after the arrest. Me and Steve worked on that together to put in as much as we can. So because it's not just 1A community that reads that, that article that he wrote. So it was to better help understand the situation that Herb is in and how serious the situation is.
Okay, please, can I ask a question?
Sure.
This is from a dumb Canadian. And fuck, I'm 100% a lot of these auditors and whatever, but I can't help them because I don't have a credit card. I don't have that. I cut them fuckers up a long time ago. My house is paid for, and I don't need a credit card. So how in the hell could I send somebody a donation, so to speak? How can I do that if I don't have a credit card?
I don't know. To be honest with you, my suggestion would be if you could get Herb's story out there to somebody else, and there's somebody else that you can send the money and they can do that. That would be great. That's the only thing I can think of.
Okay.
Because I'm not really sure how to do it. I mean, I know that I'm close to my max on my card with the cards, with the phone calls, but I'll figure that part out. I'm not asking any money for me because I don't want that. I'll take care of it. He needs a lawyer is what he needs.
Yes.
More than anything else, he needs a lawyer because, to be honest, you wouldn't even need any money on the books if we could get a decent lawyer to be able to go in there and insist that he be released on ORO or like $1,000 bail, and then it'll be easier to take care of. But $100,000. Listen, I'm on disability. I don't have anywhere near that.
Yeah, tell me.
No.
I couldn't even come up with 10% of that. Hell, I can't even come up with 5% of that.
Yeah, so that's unreasonable. I say, well, I guess for his, category or whatever category they put people in.
No, for his category for that charge, if you look it up, that same month that he was arrested, when the other 18 people were, their bails ranged anywhere between $1,000 and $5,000, needing 10% of that.
Yes.
Herb is the only one that has a $100,000 bail.
That is
And he's-
insane.
That is
then
for the
he's-
purpose to keep him there.
Right.
That is a message.
Yeah.
They wanted to take it off the house.
Yeah. How is he going to come up with 10 grand?
He's not. But it's not
Yeah.
10 grand. It's not 10 grand. They want the whole 100,000.
Oh.
They don't want 10%. It's a cash
Oh.
bid. They want the whole $100,000.
Their
Oh.
butts have been hurt so
fuck's
bad
sake.
they feel that $90,000 is suffice to cover what they think for their butt being hurt.
Jesus Christ. Well, it makes you want to puke and actually kill people. Yeah.
Well, I'm not encouraging any violence, please.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm sure he didn't mean that. That was the beer speaking.
That was,
Um,
he was Laker.
Yeah. But he really just like I said, the biggest thing that he needs is he needs to have an attorney. He needs somebody to step in and say, look at this discovery. This discovery is bullshit. It doesn't even make any sense. And there's no reason to keep him in jail on $100,000. And he most certainly isn't a flight risk when he's never left Zanesville. In
Yeah.
his 56 years of life, he's never left. He's been there the whole time.
Yeah, completely understand.
It's
that.
such a flight risk. They should be stating where they should be stating that where do they think the man's going to fly to?
Well, not
Yeah.
even that. Here's my thing. Then give him house arrest. Put an
Yeah.
ankle bracelet on him and give him house arrest. And whatever the fees are, I will see within the community if we can pitch in to come up with that money. And I'm working on that. But my first step was I can't get him house arrest if he doesn't have a house. So I got to get the house back in order for him to have a house to go to. So I had to flip. Like, I'm not making an excuse, but I'm in 15 different directions. And then every time I turn around, it's something different. So when I'm told by the attorney, oh, I should be able to have them out on ORO, okay, great. So I'm thinking you're understanding what I'm saying. You're understanding that your client is innocent, and that's great. So let's go forward with this oh no, now it's going to take a couple days. Oh no, well now I can't do this. Well, it's going to take me, this is what he said, they have up to 30 days to give me discovery. I said, what? I've never heard of such a thing, that it takes up to 30 days. Well, but I can probably get it in 2 weeks. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to their office and they're going to give me a room and they're going to give me the discovery right there. And I'll call you and we'll go over it. Okay, great. Well, it's been a week and I've left 17 messages and his wife has left at least 5, if not more. You figure you got at least 22 messages and none of them. So that's when I said, okay, well, enough of the phone calls. That's not going to work. So I had to do some detective work because nobody wanted to give me his email. So I found his email and that was just sent out yesterday. So now he has a very directive email on, our conversations, what he said, what I said, where his client is at this point, with the lack of, following up to see his client because he hasn't seen his client since the day he was in court. And Herb's been asking for him. And, well, he's 20 minutes away. God forbid you travel 20 minutes to go see your client in jail, right? Well, that's because when I did more, I'm like, well, why would that be? Why would that be that you're so concerned about it taking 20 minutes? Oh, that's right. Now that's because you only do real estate law. Now that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Time is money, basically.
Well, and again, he gets, being court appointed, he only gets a flat fee. So if he does nothing, he still gets the same as if he were to do what he should do. So why do something that you should do when the court's already paid you your money and you just want it off your books? That's all you want. He doesn't care if he wins or loses. It's just, I'm going to make up a name. This is not the prosecutor's name. It is not. But let's just say his name is Billy Bob. Okay. Yo, Billy Bob, how's it going? Yeah, it's good. Listen, this poor guy, Herb, he's in jail. Yeah, listen, that's a long story, but we want him there. You got to leave him there. All right. Well, we still good for Saturday on tee off? Yeah. All right. All right, buddy. I got you. That's about how that conversation goes.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
So, You know, as much as he understood the story prior to going, he understood. It was very clear. He agreed 100%. Was like, yeah, you know, they don't have anything here. There's no reason why he should be in there, and that kind of a bond. You know, we went over how long he's been in Zanesville, all that stuff, to the very next day being, yeah, no, listen, it's not going to work like that. I'm not going to be able to get him out on ORO. Why? How did everything change after you talked to the prosecutor? Everything changed.
Because the prosecutor wanted to make sure that they played their golf game so he could tell them the reasons why they want to keep them in jail.
Well, and wait, I did leave out another detail. So on the 23rd of September, when he had his arraignment for the second arrest and his pretrial for the first arrest, while they were in the court and Herb was sitting in the lobby, the detective comes up to him and asks Herb if he can talk to him. Because we all know that that's not legal, right? But it's okay in Zanesville. In Zanesville, the detective can come up and talk to somebody when they knowingly know they're represented by a counsel. They don't have to go through the prosecutor. They don't have to go through the attorney. They can just go right to Herb and say, Herb, let's talk. Now, of course, if anybody knows Herb, Herb's response was, fuck off, no. Herb told his attorney what happened, and she's like, well, he knows better than that. I'm sure he won't do it again. You sure he won't do it again? Well, I'm sure as hell that there's cameras in that courthouse, in that lobby, that show him going up there to talk to him, and that's a big no-no.
Yeah.
Nobody needs a law to figure that out. But that was to press him for taking the 7-month deal. For criminal tools, and the criminal tool definition was because he was live streaming on his phone when he was doing the protest in front of the house, which he did not know at the time was a police officer's house. He was protesting, not the officer. He was not protesting the house itself.
Right.
He was protesting the thin blue line flag that was painted on a vehicle, as well as hanging from the front door of a house. That's what he was protesting. Okay. And by doing that, it set off the chain of events. But the very first question everybody should ask themselves is, how did Herb know to go there? How did he know to go to this house, which is miles away, and he doesn't drive? How did he know to go to this house?
Yeah.
Well, that would have been where he received this phone call from somebody who says, oh, a buddy of mine gave me your information. Oh, who's buddy?
Set up.
Yeah, it's exactly what it was, because it was. Oh, and don't forget, the same officer that this happened with, a week prior, Herb put a complaint in against the officer.
Same dude?
Yeah, same one.
Yeah, okay. Same department?
Yeah, same department.
Same department, same officer. So basically, what that tells me, Ellie, right off the bat, is this is completely a setup.
It absolutely is, but Herb didn't see it. And when you call Herb and ask for help, he didn't see it. And somebody asked him for help, and Herb has a heart of gold. And to be honest, anybody out there would be lucky if they had a heart like Herb's, because Herb's heart is bigger than anybody I know. And, the fact that he doesn't ask the questions and he just wants to jump in and help just shows you how pure his heart is, which is why, it's heartbreaking that we can't get something together to get him out, because he should not be in there. Every step of this has been, multiple government agencies getting together to say, oh, really? He took one of ours out a year ago. The bastard, had to retire, was going to get fired. All right, fine. We got your back. We'll fuck with Herb for you.
Yeah. I don't see it because, have some compassion or hurt. The guy's got a deadly cancer growing in him and fucking locking him up for what? For what? What was the bottom line they locked him up for?
Because he was recording the cops.
Recording the cops from the sidewalk?
Yes.
Or so? Oh my fucking God.
Yes.
Oh my fucking God.
And he was warned. And so was his wife when they put a gun to her head last time.
Oh my
said, I
God.
told you are going to learn to stop recording us. That was the follow-up response.
Holy Jesus.
So she had a gun to her head, and their handicapped son had a gun to his back, where they dragged him out of his room.
Jesus Christ. Is there a video of this somewhere?
Of the arrest? No, because you have to understand, when they came to the door and Herb opened the door, what they did was they yanked him out, put him in cuffs immediately, and then swarmed the house with their little SWAT team, people, including code enforcement, who went in there, took the house, confiscated everything else, all cameras and everything else. There was no way to video record anything.
Jesus. But there's got to be body cams that they can.
They probably most likely turned them off, to be honest.
Okay, I understand. Yes, you're right.
Because that's what they say. Oh, we have it all on body cam, and then when you want the footage, it mysteriously is not there. So I would say most likely they probably turned their body cams off when they walked up to his door, so they could do what they wanted to do.
We're still unable to get that in a FOIA request. For some reason, don't ask me why it mysteriously would disappear, because they do have body cam. Would be shocking that nobody out of 25, government officials who stormed the house, nobody's is working. Nobody's. What are the chances of that? What are the chances? I mean, I'm not a gambler, but I'm betting that they were never turned on.
I am a gambler, and it's zero, less than zero, for that happening. Chances.
I'm not that big of a gambler, but I'm willing to put it $1 million odds, 1,000,000 to 1 that all their cameras were turned off.
They were never to begin with.
Yeah. I don't doubt that at all. Yeah, they don't want to record themselves fucking, doing dirty.
Why don't just let people from various organizations be walking through this crime scene? I mean, I asked the questions like, was there crime scene tape pulled up? Because how did code enforcement get into the house? That doesn't make any sense. Yeah. Code enforcement doesn't just show up. You know what I mean? And the police brought them with them. They brought code enforcement
for their protection. Well, what was code doing in there in the first place? They had no fucking. That's not logical.
Listen, logical doesn't hit Zanesville, Ohio.
I understand. Yeah, I truly do. Yeah.
We'll see. We'll probably set something up for Buddy there. Obviously, he needs help, and the community should be there for him.
Yeah.
And I'm very cautious, because you have to understand, when the complaint came in, and the profanity and everything else that came in when they used Yeats' name to call, that same night, Herb got slammed into the wall, and the door shut on his arm as a retaliation for it. So when I can't give information, you have to understand, because this is YouTube, and I'm learning that you can't trust a lot of people. And at the end of the day, I have to make sure that Herb is safe. So I'm not trying to be nasty. I know everybody wants to know, everything. And I'm sorry, but for her protection, I can't do it.
It doesn't matter.
We understand, Ellie.
It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we'll still figure something out, and obviously we'll be cautious about it for sure.
But I will tell you, within the next day or two, there will be, I don't know what channel yet. I have to figure out what channel it's going to be on, because I want people to see it. So I want it to be grouped. There will be a video on the process on how you can get an officer complaint form from the Zanesville Police Department, because I will explain the process from the video that I saw that was done with a lieutenant. It is 28 minutes. It probably can't be cut down more than 25 minutes. That's doing the walk-in and the walk-out part that you could probably take off. I do have permission to share it, as long as I share the person's channel, which I will do, because it explains how in Zanesville, you cannot walk into that police department and get a officer complaint form. That's not how it works. See, because they have their policy. So how it works there in Zanesville Police Department is that you need to sit down with an officer in a room, and
Yeah.
explain it. And if they feel that they can verify it and it's a bona fide complaint in their opinion, then and only then will they start paperwork. Because, and I will quote, we don't want to bother wasting time doing paperwork when, you know, we haven't been able to legitimize the complaint. So they won't just take any complaint. You are not allowed to fill the complaint out there. Only the police officer can handwrite the complaint, and you can only sign it. So my question is, people who are illiterate and cannot read, you can say whatever you want. You can say, Officer Billy Bob, you know, did this, this, and this. And really what's written down is Officer Billy Bob is a really great officer and we think he should be commended and everything else. They read you back something different and all you can do is sign it. You cannot write the complaint.
That's what I mean. So you got the complete form and you can't write nothing down except
you can't
what
get
the
the
police say.
You cannot get the complaint form. Only they have it. That piece of paper must be like, you know, Secret Service documents. You cannot leave with that complaint form.
Jesus.
You cannot lie. Now, if you want to go online so they can pin your IP address and everything, okay. But if you want to walk in, okay, and get a complaint form, the officer will come out and they will discuss to see if they can validate your complaint. If they don't feel that your complaint is validated, there will be no paperwork.
But I mean,
go into the
who validates it? That cop?
They do.
Yeah.
The cop that you're talking to at that exact moment in time validates it.
Well, that's the one I'm talking about.
That's Officer Billy Bob, then the Officer Danny, you know, whatever. You know, that's what was said in the video. That's what was said in the video because I heard the video, and the person asked the great questions and said, well, you know, but what if we're not comfortable, obviously, with that officer? And they said, well, you know, if you're complaining, let's say about me, then we would take it to their sergeant. And then the question was asked, well, why are you so afraid to give the paper? Well, because there's really no reason to do paperwork if it's not valid. And, you know, a valid complaint. So, you know, we need to see if there's any legitimacy to the complaint. And he said, well, who gets to decide that? Well, you know, the officer taking the statement. Well, now, isn't that fair? I hope that Officer Danny isn't friends with Officer Billy Bob if you're going to complain on
they don't you know, Lily, they play golf every Sunday.
Yeah. But I sure hope that they can say, oh, yes, you know, Officer Billy Bob is the godfather to my children. But sure, if he did something wrong, I'll go ahead and put this in his file and we'll investigate it because I'm sure they're going to get past that.
Hey, Billy Bob, hey.
Hey, Billy Bob, some guy was in complaining about you. Don't worry. Don't worry. I rewrote his complaint so that it looks like he was giving you accommodation.
Yeah, exactly. Because if you can't read it, then you know what, or you don't understand what they're saying, then it didn't happen. It didn't happen.
I can read, but there's nothing here to read.
And it was brought up in the tape. Well, you did have some, and I don't know exactly how this was worded. So this part I'm going to paraphrase that they had some police officers that were not on the up and up, and the response back was, well, yeah, but we weeded out most of them. Most of them. Well, what about the other ones? You just left them in for good measure? So, like, I did ask permission, but I have to find, you know, the right time to release that because that doesn't affect Herb in that case, but it is to show people what their process is over there in Zanesville. And I will give that person credit for doing that. So that's going to come out within, you know, the next day or two. I just haven't been able to get to it because I've been trying to take care of all the other stuff.
You know, I have the cops here in Peterborough beat the shit out of me. This was years and years ago, okay? I understand that. But I worked the midnight shift, midnight till 8 in the morning. And my buddy said he had a problem with his bike. It was just a pedal bike. Okay, he had problems with the chain or something. So I said, I'll come down and help you out for a couple hours or whatever. So on my way home, I fell asleep. Oh yeah, I forgot. I had 2 beers over a span of 3 hours. But on the way home, I fell asleep and I put her in the ditch and I rolled her. And it happened to be right across the goddamn road from the OPP station. So I was right there, cops right there, and they fucking dug me out of there and brought me back to the station. Clearly I didn't know what was going on yet. Like I fell asleep, but they're saying I'm so fucking drunk and shit like that. 2 beers over 3 hours? No. But I worked the whole night before, all week, 12 to 8. But anyways, yeah, in the police station, the guy who pulled me into the ditch there, he says, sit in this room and wait for the breathalyzer guy. So I said, okay. A few minutes later, in comes this great big motherfucker. This guy was 6'4", Christ, at least 275. Here I am, 5'8". I'd be lucky to buck $1.50. And the first thing he did to me was he'd come over and punch me right in the face with the heel of his hand so he wouldn't mark his knuckles up. Yeah, and there's a cinder block wall behind me. Yeah, my head's going to go off that. He did that like 4 times pretty quick. Ah, fuck. Then he stepped back and he says, you want to fight me, don't you? I said, fuck yeah, I do. Take the goddamn uniform off and I'll fucking lay you out. So he starts taking his uniform off. That's when I realized, fuck that, I'm done with it. And then he left. And then comes a breathalyzer officer. Is he willing to blow in this? I said, fuck no. So you know that cocksucker come in here and beat the fuck out of me. Like this is well before cell phones and even security cameras inside. It's my word against them all the way. But anyways, I never did blow. Went to court, and there was other cops involved. Most of them said I was very cooperative, very friendly, just a fucking, a nice guy. But a couple of them, their report was the opposite of that. So there were too many fucking liars up there. And the judge dismissed my case. But I couldn't bring up that assault and punches in the face. I couldn't bring that up. But anyways, oh fuck, I probably put you all to sleep. Sorry about that.
No, I'm here.
Huh?
I said, no, I'm here. I'm listening to you.
Oh, okay. I thought I put you all to sleep. With my problems from I think it was about 84 when this happened. Or maybe before that. Yeah. But fuck. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Well, let's all hope for the best for him. And yeah, guys. So what's new today? What's up?
Yeah, for sure.
Plans.
All right, I'm going to jump down, but Epic, I wanted to thank you for letting me come up and speak and, talk about Herb. I appreciate it. And everybody else on panel and in chat, thank you for listening.
Yeah, no problem, Ellie. And hopefully, if you speak to him, tell him we wish him good luck. And if anything, we could figure something out to help him out.
Okay, excellent. Thanks, guys. Have a good one. I'll be in chat.
All right.
All right. Sorry, I'm just trying to put my grow light at the same time. I'm just trying to put it up. Gotta get this shit done. What's going on with you, Chad?
Not much, man. Not much. Not much.
I just got dinner served.
Oh, Ashame's here too. Ashame, what's going on?
Yeah.
I guess he's not here.
He's here. He might not be.
Oh yeah, I'm here. I've been here for about an hour.
Yeah, I know you haven't said anything.
No, I try not to, especially something like this. You can't interrupt or anybody when they're talking like that. So
Yeah,
I
I know.
just sit back and listen to it.
That's why I just let her talk, and I want to hear about it too, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was telling other people I'm a panel slut, and I'm learning that when people are talking, you just let them roll because I
Yeah,
have what it is. That's not good.
Yeah. Thanks for stopping over earlier there, Epic. When I did that premiere. Appreciate that, brother.
I usually, anytime you're doing a live, Shane, I usually come on right. I usually catch you right as you're logging off.
I know. I can only put out short videos right now because I can only do up to maybe 15 minutes recording.
Huh?
And then I set it as a premiere because after that it says the video's unsupported or the data's unsupported on my phone and I can't download it or nothing. So I can only do short ones right now. That's why I've been, trying to, get something a little better, but it's not working out for me. So, but Pastor Ashcam will be in the house tomorrow at 12 noon Eastern time.
Woo. Okay.
So 11 o'clock Atlantic time, eh?
No, 1 o'clock Atlantic.
I thought you said 12 Eastern. Oh no, that's right.
Yeah, that'd be 1 o'clock Atlantic.
Yeah.
all these different times, I'm not good with that either.
I know. I did a quick video there. That little thing. It was for Hippie mainly because he said that his family's from up around here and the Bay of Fundy area and that. So I thought I'd do a quick one there and show him the Irving oil refinery and that. And then I'm going to do another one probably tomorrow down where the cruise ship terminals are. So.
What time?
It won't be live. I'll record it and I'll put it up as a premiere because I can't go live with my phone for some reason.
Yeah. I'm sorry you're butting in here for a bit, but I noticed Premiere, if you put Premiere on, it's you get to do different things than just putting it up. Is that how it goes? They give you special privileges or something?
No idea. I've never did a premiere, not yet. Anyway.
Oh, okay.
No, all you do is when you download a video onto your computer from any other thing, like I go out and I record it from my phone, for
Right.
instance, and then I'll bring it back and I'll download it onto my computer and then upload it onto YouTube. And then it'll ask you if you want to set it as a premiere or that. So I just set it as a premiere and try to chat along with people during the quick premiere. But it'll ask you if you want to set it as an instant premiere. So
Mhm.
it's everybody can do it as long as you download a video. You can do an instant premiere.
Well, yeah, I have no idea about computers because I am learning, but yeah,
Hey, brother, I'm 54 and I'm still learning.
yeah. I'm 66 and I'm black. Oh, we don't have any more grandkids. They're right. Love them.
I did get some bad news today, though.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get out west of Okanagan for a couple of years now. My brothers gave me a camper trailer, a 33-foot camper trailer on a piece of property out there that I could use. A bunch of kids went in and vandalized and burnt the fucking 5 camper trailers down the other night.
Jeez. One of them was yours?
One of them was mine. The one that I've been trying to get out of this fucking shithole of Atlantic Canada.
Well, I only been down that way once, and I had just a fucking awesome time. Well, to Nova Scotia. That's
What
far
part?
away. Halifax. Yeah, Halifax, and I did do that tour around that thing there. What's that called? Cabo Trail or something?
Cabot Trail.
Yeah.
All through Cape Breton.
Yeah.
I was just there.
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
About a month and a half ago, I was there.
But apparently you're sick of the coast.
Oh, I've been trying to get out there. I'm from down here. Originally, I'm from just outside of Halifax. It's actually part of Halifax now, down by Peggy's Cove, is where I grew up.
Oh, yeah.
And I've been trying to get out of Atlantic Canada, for almost 2 years now. And because of the restrictions they have, I couldn't get a bus out of here. I can't take a train. I can't fly. I was just taken off a no-fly list about a year ago. So Atlantic Canada, the Via Rail just started in August again. So it was shut down for almost a year here. There's only one bus service in all of Atlantic Canada, and it's called Maritime Bus. And there is no more Greyhound Canada whatsoever, and they never came down here anyways. But so I couldn't get out of the province. I wasn't allowed to fly. I couldn't get a train, and the bus wouldn't sell me a ticket out of the province. So what I had to do is go from one city down to St. John, get on the ferry in St. John, and go over to Digby, and then go all the way back up the coast, through the Annapolis Valley just to get to Truro. When what do you think, Chad? It's maybe 2.5 hours from Moncton to Truro?
It'll be about 4 from Moncton to Truro, almost 4.
Well, I can drive from Moncton to Halifax in 3 hours. That's a speed limit.
Yeah.
Well,
Go
easy,
in the speed limit. Yeah, you'd be about 3 hours. It'd be about 3 hours to Halifax. So you're looking at from
About 2 hours from Moncton to Truro.
little over 2. Yeah, about 2.5 because it'd be
Yeah.
another half hour from Truro to Halifax. So it'd be about 2.5 hours.
But instead, I had to take a 2-hour bus ride from Moncton to St. John, another 2.5-hour ferry ride from St. John to Digby, and another 3-hour bus ride all the way up to the Annapolis Valley to get back up to Truro.
Yeah.
Just to get into Nova Scotia to find out that it was even worse there.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know how you do it, Chad. You and Josh Amherst and that. Like, yeah, you guys. It's really hard to live in Atlantic Canada right now. Like, a lot of people don't realize that. Do you know that New Brunswick has the highest dairy products in all of Canada? You know, it's almost $8 for 4-liter jug of milk here, and you can get the same 4-liter jug of milk in Toronto for $4.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, like a loaf of bread here is $3.75 for a loaf of bread.
Yeah.
You can get them on
Rice
sale for
flour.
$5.
You got it made if they do a 2 for you got it made if they do a 2 for buy one get one free.
Yeah.
You think you won the lottery.
Yeah. No, it's a lot of people say, "Oh yeah, Atlantic Canada is so beautiful and everything," but it's so damn expensive to live here.
Oh yeah.
And like most places, you have some kind of coverage in that. If you rent a place in New Brunswick, they have what's called the Rentalsman Act here, and what they do is they protect the landlords, and they don't protect the tenants. You know, a landlord can win and rip you off and everything, and the worst that he's going to get is maybe at the most right now $1,000 fine. He can steal everything from you, and I just proved that. I've been fighting for since 2015 to have a landlord charged with break, enter, and theft over $5,000, and the cops won't do nothing because the guy's a police informant. So, and the rentalsmen, they protected him, saying that there's nothing that I can do, even though I had a lease, everything completely legal, and he goes and completely breaks a lease and everything, does everything illegal, and he gets away with it. Hey, Epic, 1A Gamekeeper. Have you seen his stuff yet? If you could play his latest video, it'd be great.
Epic's not up on the panel right now. He's backstage, but
Oh,
Sorry, my speakers are going crazy. They're going brrrr. And I can't figure out what the fuck's wrong with them. Not your problem. Fucking thing. Jesus.
yeah, the biggest problem with Atlantic Canada is we're still paying part of the bill for Quebec, and we can't even afford it, or we can't even afford to. You know, like they're expecting.
Quebec is one of the only. Yeah, Quebec is one of the only provinces that actually have a balanced budget because they get money from all the other provinces.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and that's why we're in such debt here, and we have to pay Quebec for some reason.
Well, yeah, because we've been flipping the bill since Confederation.
Yeah.
And when they realized, oh, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, PEI, Newfoundland, or Nova Scotia, PEI, New Brunswick, they can't afford to pay it anymore. Oh well, Ontario's. Oh, well, we'll chip in a little bit, and then they realized, oh, well, we can't afford to do this anymore. We're going to get the rest of the provinces to start chipping in, and so forth. You know, and then every province and territory in the country pays a portion of Quebec's bills.
Oh yeah, especially Alberta right now.
Oh, they're flipping at least 50% of what everybody else has to pay.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So, and it's really fucking expensive to live here. Like I said, I did 2 months on the street down there in Truro and Cape Breton and that to do my I've been working on, and I go to Truro. My friend there, a 1-bedroom apartment that's above a bakery. That's it's like a 1.5-story building, so all the roofs are slanted up on the second floor and that.
Yeah.
Right.
He was paying $1,000 a month plus utilities for that 1 bedroom, and it's the building's probably about 8 years old. It's not the best. It's right down on Prince Street. Chad, you probably walked by it a few times. So
when I've been in Truro, I know where you're talking, but yeah, I haven't been to Truro in a while. Speaking of Truro, by the way, I was talking to my buddy that had recommended the Most Wanted to you. He's going to go down and have a major chat with the young fella that did the work on the computer because he knows him personally. So,
oh, really?
Yeah.
He's the one that locked me out of my computer, and they had to send it out to G&G Computers to have it fixed.
Yeah.
Hi, Charlie.
Like, he had
Well,
to pay for it. They paid me $100.
I was telling my buddy that had recommended Most Wanted to me for you.
Yeah.
And I told him about it, and he's going down this week to do some business down there himself. And
Yeah, I seen that you were doing that.
Is that a fine spot?
I didn't even look
he's going to
to
have
see
a
where it
chat
was,
with
but
the
I'm
young
sure
fella because he knows him
it's not where it was, so
Oh, yeah.
but it's
Okay.
fine.
All right. So it is.
Yeah. Like,
Oh.
I'm pretty sure that's the way I said.
And as he
I can't see
and
it
as he
not
said
being.
his words to me, where he was going to tell him point blank, he says, "I don't blame the
I don't have
individual
the energy.
if they badmouth you on YouTube because he says you screwed up."
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm respectful, and I didn't really. I mentioned it, I think, once, twice on here, and I'm trying not to do too much on them because he did make it right. He did.
Yeah.
He did.
Well,
He paid to have it fixed, and he did pay me $100.
Yeah.
wait,
So,
Yeah.
but my
Well, the owner,
laptop.
yeah, that was
it
the
was
owner.
in the. What's that?
That was the owner that paid you $100 and got it sent to somebody else for you.
The
No?
kid. No.
The kid.
The kid
Oh,
went
okay.
right across the street. I watched him. He went across the street to the bank, took the money out, and came back and gave me the $100.
Oh, okay. He was probably
I-
told by the owner.
He was
I
probably
think
told
bank
by
account.
the owner that, but because I told him, like, I can't get into my laptop. He just fucked up a $1,000 laptop and everything. And then I was about to throw it at him. That's how bad it was. Like, I was locked out of it. I couldn't do anything. And then I ended up bringing it back up. He went across the street, got $100, paid me the $100, and took my laptop and got it fixed. But I'm still having that problem with all the back shit. So it didn't really fix it. All he did is he was able to get me locked. Yeah, that was it. So, but yeah, but I was without a computer for 10 days.
yeah, that's horrible, isn't it?
Yeah, considering that the next day my phone is smashed too. And I still have that phone to show people. Like, it fell off of my camera rig and smashed the battery's gone, the back's gone, the screen is just shattered and everything.
Yeah.
So I had no way of being on the internet for like that 10 days. And then I finally get the laptop back. I did 1 or 2 things online. And then it just screwed up again. And then I went right off the internet for, I think it was like almost 4 or 5 weeks because I was actually out. I literally sat on the street at nighttime, slept on the street and everything. I had to do things that I had never done before so that I could find out what's going on in this city or town of Truro. And so I did what I had to do in order to find out. And like, I literally had to sleep on the streets.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, but excuse me if I'm wrong, but you do sound a lot like northeastern Pennsylvania with Wolfie. Are you that dude?
Northeastern Pennsylvania. No, I'm in St. John, New Brunswick.
Oh, geez, you're Canadian, so am I.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I've been a Canadian my whole life, and I just did a video. If you go back and look there, not long ago during the election, I wasn't even allowed to vote during the election.
What?
Yeah, brother. They said that they didn't have my name, even though I had all my government ID, everything, photo ID, everything. Like, and they said no, they don't. I can't vote. They did the same thing at the city election when in Moncton. I wasn't allowed to vote there either.
Jesus Christ, that's definitely something wrong there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and you know, I've got a lot of stuff that's
I'll be right back, guys.
the government doesn't like that I put out. I've had videos pulled on YouTube.
Okay. Yeah.
So because you know, there's if you go back and look at some of my videos, I call Justin Trudeau. Whoa, I call him out to a fucking fight.
Oh.
Yeah,
And
I tell him to get his fucking thong out of his ass, everything. If he's got the balls to come down and fucking see me, I'll fucking fight him. There won't be no charity fucking, you know, match like he did before. I will do an MMA on his ass and everything. Now, if this Bill C-36 goes through, that video will have to come down. They will take that video down. And a few more like it. But I've had other ones that I've literally gave out Justin Trudeau's cottage address. And they pulled it right off the internet.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they cannot stop me from giving out the 24 Sussex Drive in Ottawa, Ontario, because that's the Prime Minister's official address.
Yep.
And I asked that everybody in Canada that if you don't like Justin Trudeau, to go pick up a tampon, put it in an envelope, and send it to 24 Sussex Drive and tell them that the ashamed Canadian told you to send it.
Oh, right, yeah. You're in Moncton, did you say?
No, in St. John now.
Oh, St. John now. 'Cause I think I said to you when you're in New Brunswick.
Yeah, I'm same province. I'm just, yeah.
Oh,
Is that when
okay.
I got arrested
city.
in my bedroom?
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet. I don't think. You
Oh,
got
yeah.
arrested in your bedroom for what?
I got arrested in my bedroom. I called the cop a terrorist. I told him I didn't respect him, and I told him to shut up in my own house. And he charged me with breach of peace in my own house.
Oh my God, no.
And I spent it's all on live stream, brother. All you got to do is go onto my page and look for the video that says terrorist at my door. And you'll catch it all. There's people from all over the world that did videos of this. People from all over the world called the police station and everything because it was all live streamed.
Yeah, it was so much bullshit, obviously.
Yeah.
And they were caught on it. Yeah, no wonder they were getting calls from everywhere. Fuck.
Now I've been trying to take these defile lawsuit against them, but in order to do that, you either need a lawyer, and not one lawyer in Atlantic Canada will go up against any government official there. It doesn't matter what lawyer you go to. I contacted every lawyer that's listed on the internet in Atlantic Canada. Every one of them told me the same thing, that I have a 100% verifiable case, but because it involves the Kodiak RCMP, the largest terrorist organization in Canada, that they will not take it on because they do not want to have their reputation of going up against cops and then they get retaliated against. So no lawyer down here has got the balls to take on a fucking civil rights case. And I mean, this is all civil rights lawyers and everything that I've contacted as far as Ottawa.
Sure.
But none of them want to take it on. If I had the $150, I would go and I would file the court case on Monday. I don't even have the $150 to file it. So now this cop's going to get away with what he did live on the internet. And now they're going to say, well, we got away with it, so we're going to keep doing it. Until somebody actually stops them from doing it, it's like crime. If you see somebody breaking into someplace, you're going to do something, right? A cop should do something. Government officials, something's going to happen. They're going to reinforce it or something. Well, until we start holding cops accountable, this is going to continue to keep happening. And people in our position that make under $30,000 a year will have no rights. We have no rights as it is right now as Canadians. They say we have rights, but we actually don't have rights in Canada. Because if you get charged with something,
charter rates is what
if you
we
get
got.
charged with something by the cops in this country, you have to prove your innocence. They don't have to prove your guilt. All they do is put the charge there. You have to prove your innocence.
But it's supposed to be the other way around.
But if you don't have the money to prove your innocence, you're going to be found guilty every time. But we got all these lawyers around here that's got no balls to stand up to these people, and then they wonder why our country is going the way it's going.
Sorry guys, but I'm here. I'm just
You're behind the scenes doing some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't worry, Epic. We know how to cover for you, Epic. What are you doing, Epic? Building your studio?
Sounds like a team.
My grow room. I'm just gonna install a light,
Oh, okay.
but it's not working out the way I want it to. Fuck.
Are you changing the motor?
What's that?
Are you
It's complicated, let me tell you.
changing a motor from one car to another?
No, he's resetting up lights in his grow room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's doing electrical. I'm not even close.
Crafty Cat, our rights were not taken in 2015. Our rights were taken in 2001, just after September 11th, when all this stuff went down. And then all of our governments are saying, go back to work, don't let the terrorists take over, go about your daily lives like you usually do, and don't let the terrorists win. But what happened? The government let the terrorists win because they're actually the terrorists that did it. But when you didn't see all these cops walking around with these big fucking flak vests on and all these ammo clips and stuff like that on them before 9/11. Yeah, there was some before 9/11, but not like it is now. It's almost every cop now has to have that flak jacket on with all those utilities with at least 3 clips on them. We give them a billy bat, we give them a taser, we give them pepper spray, and we give them a gun. And what's the first thing they do? Go for it. They always go for their gun.
But yet,
What's the sense of giving them all these tools if they're not going to use them? All they're going to do is use one tool. So there's no sense of carrying all that stuff and making it look like they're military when all they are is fucking thugs.
But the funniest thing is, though, ashamed if you offer them a body cam. Oh, I don't want that. Oh no, that'll hinder my movement.
Right.
Oh, do you know that the RCMP do not use body cams at all, and that over 70% of their vehicles do not even have dash cams in them?
Yep, I know.
Where's that?
The RCMP in Canada.
The RCMP, the Canadian RCMP, yeah.
Yeah, I don't see many of them because I got people Lakefield cops.
Yeah, but in Ontario, you guys just have to either deal with the city police or the OPP. Down here in Atlantic Canada, we don't have provincial police like they do in Ontario and Quebec. So we
So they
have
got
to give the
RCMP. Yeah, they got RCMP like protecting
And then
this town.
Well, no.
Specifically,
How it is down here in Atlantic Kent. Well, in parts of Atlantic Canada, okay, is basically most communities have their own police force. So, like for
Yes.
example, the community I'm in Amherst, Nova Scotia, we have our own police force. Plus, we have an RCMP detachment here. Okay,
Yes.
and that Now in Moncton, where Ashamed was, they did away with the municipal police department completely. What was it in '96? Wasn't it Ashamed?
Something like that, yeah.
It was because it was the first year. I remember it was the first year I was in Moncton. The RCMP had just started taking over, and I think it was 95, 96. I'm not 100% sure off the top of my head,
Yeah.
but basically the RCMP have complete control of that city.
that's what I mean. Who would be the city cops? The RCMP or the city cops?
They don't have a city cop in Moncton, New Brunswick. It's RCMP.
Oh no! Somebody else was talking about another town somewhere. In
some other towns we still have. In some other parts, in some parts of other towns, they have municipal. We have municipal police. Like in my area, okay. There's two in the county I'm in Nova Scotia. Okay, there are two towns that have their own local police department. Every other town in the county is under jurisdiction of the RCMP.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
It's the same as Churro. And Bible Hill. We all know where Bible Hill is. You walk across a little fucking bridge with water there, and you're into Bible Hill. Now the Bible Hill is run by the RCMP, and Churro has their own police force. And the thing with the RCMP is, and people don't realize this, compared to your city police forces, even Ottawa, Toronto, Montreal, anybody that has their own city that has their own police forces, if you sue that police force, the money comes out of that city. And 9 times out of 10, you probably won't win anyway. Well, 50-50 thing right now, but about winning against cops, against or filing a complaint. It's easy. All you really have to do is go to any local police station and ask for a complaint form, and they should have them available. Doesn't mean that they will, but they're supposed to have them available.
Yeah.
If you go to any RCMP station in Canada and ask for a complaint form, they don't have any. What they do is you have to go online to the Civilians Complaint Review Board for the RCMP. The one organization for all across Canada. They say that they're independent, but they work with them, because I can show you right here on my phone a couple of the problems that I had. What they do is they find ways of getting around it, saying that either, well, the officer statute of limitations has expired, so there's nothing we can do.
Well,
and what they'll do is they'll hide those complaints and say that they never got them until it was too late. And that's what the Civilian Complaint Review Board does with complaints against the RCMP. So you'll never win against them. The only way that I can think about doing it is keep plastering this story out all over YouTube.
The interesting thing, I'll chime in on this with local. Okay, local police. I actually was speaking to our deputy mayor in our town, and he had no idea that he's like, oh, well, a police officer can seize your camera and blah, 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 this sort of thing. And I went, whoa, wait a minute. If a police officer touches my camera, I said, I have right to sue him and the town for illegal seizure of private property. He goes, what do you mean? I said, in other words, basically, I said I could sue the town for any damages that you caused me because of the fact of loss of employment.
Yeah.
For taking my camera. And I said, not only I said, not only would I win, and not only would I win, but I said I would own the town.
Yeah.
And they're like, he's like, really? I'm like, yeah. So you might want to tell your, I said, so you might want to tell your, I said this to him exactly. I said, you might want to tell your thugs to back off and let me do what I'm doing, because what I'm doing is perfectly in my rights. And I quoted Section 2, paragraph B.
Yeah, but you know what? They have this thing all across police forces now, and if you think about it, and if you really think about this, this is exactly what almost every cop does. Is that it's easier to ask for forgiveness than it is to ask for permission to do anything. So what they'll do is they'll do shit to you, break the law and everything, and then they'll send out a publicist and apologize saying that, oh, we're sorry, and then think that it's going to go away. And the problem is that here in Canada, that's what happens a lot, and nobody ever sues them because it's next to impossible to sue the RCMP in Canada. It's really next to impossible to even get them charged. Look what happened out in Vancouver when those cops killed the guy, tased him to death, tased him 5 times because he couldn't speak English and he has to stay with. Because they were Robert Straczynski or something like that. They tased him and killed him. Now those cops went to court and everything, and you can go onto YouTube here and check it out yourself and go back and they did whatever they do, the report or the police investigation. That it was on. It's still on YouTube, and you can go check it out.
I think
those cops got away with it. They even admitted the head guy, the sergeant that kept telling them to tase him again, and that he got away with that. Yeah. They never even got as much as a day off.
Yeah, make you barf. Hard.
So if they go around killing people like that, what makes you think that they're not going to take your camera from you? Fuck, you don't know how many cameras and cell phones I've gone through trying to film these guys over the years.
You never get them back, bud?
And I can't afford to keep doing it. Like, here, I'll show you. Like, look, I'm using the cheapest fucking cell phone that you can buy out there. This cell phone's $90. It's the cheapest fucking phone. I can do a lot of things on it, but this is it's the cheapest one because they keep smashing. And I can't afford this. I fucking live on $800 a month for fuck's sakes. You know, and I spend $50-$60 a month feeding the homeless alone. You know,
you're a good man. You are a good man.
Well, I've been doing this since 1985. I'm not going to stop.
What would you be ashamed of? What would you be ashamed of?
I am proud to be a Canadian. I am ashamed of our government, just like my sign says, my little avatar there. I'm a proud Canadian. I support I have another channel that I'm trying to dedicate just to Canadian talent. You know, I'm a huge Canadian sports and music fanatic. You know, I can tell you shit about Canadian music and entertainment and sports that most Canadians don't know. You know, and I'm proud of my country. My family fought for this fucking country. My great-grandfather was in World War I. My grandfather was in World War II. My uncles were in the Vietnam War. You know, I have cousins that are right now in the Navy and in the ROTC. And, you know, we love our country, but when you got dickheads like fucking Justin Trudeau fucking with our constitutional rights every day, and all these cops that are going around doing it and think that they can get a fuck away with it because people can't afford to fight for their rights. Yes, I'm ashamed Canadian.
I understand your point there for sure.
Yeah.
Trudeau is.
That's why my flag's upside down.
Yeah. I was going to say something like he's sharp on one side, but he mostly just yell for the average people.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't cut
No,
us off.
he,
Like I'm retired
he doesn't
too.
he doesn't even consider the average person. It's only
Yeah.
anybody that was born with a silver spoon in their mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
If
so.
you have
Yeah.
if you had a silver spoon in your mouth as a baby, you know, oh you're a friend of mine. Oh, okay, I'll help you out.
Mhm.
But yeah, if you had a tin spoon or a steel spoon and you're growing up with a steel spoon in your mouth, oh, I'll get to you. I'll get to you when I'm done talking to my buddy over here.
Mhm. Now, here's something. You know how when you go up to a cop and you ask them for their name and badge number or something like that, they'll fucking ignore you. You try to talk to them, they'll ignore you. They'll roll up the window. They'll walk away from you and everything. Maybe that's what we should start doing with cops.
Well, I would
I
say
know it's not going to go
could,
very far. I know that we will get jumped, but it'll just start. You know, if a cop comes up and asks, if you are a store owner, I encourage you right now, if you are a store owner in Atlantic Canada alone, and you have the RCMP in your fucking town, if they come in to buy something in your store, tell them to get out. You have the right to refuse anybody you want for any reason.
Exactly. Oh, for sure.
And you own
Exactly.
a small business. So you tell those cops to get the fuck out. And if you can put it on video, I'll post it, and I guarantee you'll get a lot more fucking people coming than you will leaving.
Yeah. Well, that's free advertisement, man.
Yes.
For sure.
And I will, anybody.
I'm heading out to a buddy of mine's restaurant on check day here and doing some filming. I have permission to film in his restaurant.
Hmm.
He's refusing to let anybody sit down and eat in his restaurant.
Like drive the business
Well,
away. Or?
this is his take on it. Why should I take half of my customers and tell them, sorry, you can't sit down and eat in my restaurant because you didn't drink the Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
So he says, to be fair to that half of my customers, he says, I don't offer an eat-in service. My restaurant's takeout only now. And he had police officers come in and tell him he has to allow people to sit down if they're vaccinated. He says, I don't have to do anything. So I don't want to. It's my business. I choose to run my business how I choose to run it.
So you're a restaurateur there, Guru? You're a restaurateur or whatever they call them.
No.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
No.
But you have a restaurant.
No. I'm saying a friend of mine that owns his own restaurant.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about yourself.
No.
No.
If I own my own restaurant, you know what I would say? Anybody can come in my restaurant. I don't care. I don't care if you drink the Kool-Aid or not.
Don't
And it's
care.
like, you're gonna take my license away from me? I'll still cook my food in my restaurant and go out and give it to people on the street.
Yeah.
That's the way I would be.
Now, here's something for you. Any of you business owners out there that are listening to this right now, or anybody that knows a business owner that is listening to this right now, if you go to Rebel News, they have these stickers now that you can put on your place where they say that we don't ask. That means that they don't ask for your passport.
Yeah.
And if we had more people putting those up and following those instead of these signs that they're putting up now, things would get a lot better, a lot faster. Now, another thing is that when you go into one of these bars and that, and if you go back and you look at one of my videos there just a couple days ago, I put up and I showed the signs and stuff like that about you need to have the Kool-Aid and that, and you need your passport. And right at the bottom, it says that you also need government issued ID, including driver's license, birth certificate, and health card. Now, no organization in Canada, and it states right in the Health Act that no organization in Canada is allowed to have your personal health information. And no organization in Canada is allowed to have your social insurance number. That's why they don't even make social insurance cards anymore. They'll give you a number and they'll send you a piece of paper or something, or you go down to Service Canada and you can get your number there. They'll just put it on a piece of paper. You don't have a card anymore. There are no more social insurance cards in Canada. And that's because people like the police would take your social insurance numbers. People like
Why would they?
cable companies would take your social insurance number. Now, a lot of people don't realize that when you go and you get your cable, your internet, your home phone, your cell phone, your mortgage, anything, and it asks for your date of birth and your that stuff. All that information, like Bell sells their information to other companies, and what happens is it ends up going around to different collection agencies and that to see if you owe money, which is totally illegal. They sell the information so it goes around to all these collection agencies like TransCanada Credit, and like you'll see the one on my page there where I say collection harassment. Yeah.
I've had a few calls with them, and they're not fun until you go, fuck right off. I'm going to call the cops if you call me back. They quit calling.
The cops can't do anything.
I'll give you
No,
an example.
they won't.
I'll give
Cops
you an
won't do it.
example of how bad collection agencies are. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I years ago had my mother had given me the money to pay off my student loan. Okay.
Yeah.
Had gone to a collection agency. Okay. She gave me the money to pay it off. I went right to their location in Halifax that they told me to go to. I went there. They told me, "Oh, we don't have that on record here. You have to go to Ontario office and pay it there directly."
Because you got a ticket in Ontario and
but
you tried to pay it in Nova Scotia, and
no. When I spoke to them, they told me, "Oh, you can go down to this office in Nova Scotia and pay it." When I got to the office in Nova Scotia to pay it, they said, point blank, I had to go all the way to Toronto to pay it because they didn't have it on file there.
That's pathetic, man. Pathetic.
Dopey Tripod, can you please email me? I like that, and you never know. I'm working on something here too. There's someone mentioned the same thing here, but I haven't heard back from them. So if you got somebody that can do that, brother, hook another brother up. Send me an email.
Yeah, I know nothing about that
at outlook.com. Yeah, ashamed-canadian at outlook.com. Dobie, please.
Hey, Ashamed, are you the same Ashamed Canadian that used to have a Toronto Maple Leaf behind you?
This one?
Yeah. Yeah, I've been around that long, so the Leafs are about to drop the puck here in a minute or two.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they're playing, I forgot who, somebody.
Hey, 5D, I saw you earlier, but Ellie was talking, didn't interrupt her. Didn't want to interrupt her, so I'll say hi now.
Hey. What? Need some more juice.
So, I don't know if you guys happen to know yet or not, but I will be leaving YouTube soon.
Shit.
I'm on another platform. It's called Rumble, where you can actually speak the truth without getting censored. So a lot of people, a lot of organizations are going over to Rumble, and I encourage people to check it out. At least check it out. Go over to Rumble and check it out. And there's people like Rebel News and AON and NDT and all these are independent news organizations and that all across North America that are on there now because YouTube
Is it
censored.
rumble.com or something like that?
Yeah, just go on
Rumble.com.
rumble.com.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta check that out for sure.
Yeah, so
I don't know if I get it or not, but
well, you got to sign up for it, but it's free to sign up, and it takes about. It depends on how quick you're typing, but I did it in under 5 minutes, and I'm a pretty slow typer with fucked up hand.
Yeah,
my fingers don't even go straight. Like, my hands are all fucked up, and I'm able to do it in under 5 minutes.
Yeah,
So
I
it's that easy. You just click.
That's ready to yeah. But anyways, yeah, I get you.
Yes, it'll be rumble.com. And I like I said, I encourage people to check it out at least. You are able to speak freely there and you don't get censored. So, like I said, a lot of the bigger people like Rebel News and all of them, they're all over there now because of the way that they're getting censored on YouTube. There's a lot of keywords that YouTube has now that if you say it, they'll shut down your stream. And that's why I'm trying to be as careful as possible here because I don't want Epic to lose the stream. So
I understand.
I got too much respect for Epic and for almost all of the people out there. There's one or two that I don't have respect for, and you guys obviously know who that is now. So
I don't, but I don't care.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I've this was last week.
We won't mention that person's name.
Yeah.
nor any other names of people we don't respect.
Yeah.
You sound a lot like Finn.
Who? Me?
Finn. Yeah. You know what Finn is?
Well, his picture looks a lot like John Candy.
Oh.
Big bear, chase me. Big bear, chase me.
Yeah. But is that your real
Is that actually John Candy?
That is actually John Candy, yes.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually
Fucking amazing Canadian.
Oh, he was an amazing Canadian. I mean, the thing was, I had a friend of mine who told me that had met him years ago in Ontario, and
I met him in BC.
told me that he told me he was one of the nicest men I ever met, and he actually took the time to stop and sign everybody that wanted his autograph. He took the time to stop and sign autographs. He did not care if he had to be back on a set. He would take the time to go sign somebody's autograph before he went back on the set.
He had a publicity stunt out in BC when they opened up BC Place, and you know how it's like that inflatable roof, and he walked on that roof, and I was out there when he did that. And when he came down in that, there was probably 150, 200 people standing around, and he made sure that he fucking gave everybody an autograph that wanted one.
Oh yeah.
People taking pictures with him and everything. You know, the guy was an amazing Canadian. But,
he was.
You know, those are the type of people that we need here in Canada to run our government. You know, and you can't say that actors have never gotten into politics and done good, because look at what Ronald Reagan did. He helped stop the Cold War. Look at what fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger did. Well, he didn't really help much, but like he did a few things in California when he was the governor down there. You know, look at Jesse Ventura.
Yeah.
He's an amazing fucking activist. A lot of people don't know that. But he was a politician too.
Yeah.
And the same with Jerry Springer. That guy was a fucking mayor. A lot of people don't know that, but Jerry Springer was the mayor at one point.
Yo, guys, you guys want to go to Hippies, do a epic raid, or you guys want to stay here?
I think Hippie would appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over there too right now. If you guys wanna, if somebody could drop the link, Hippie's link,
Give me a second.
in the chat.
Hold on here. I'm working on that right now.
Yes,
Oh,
yeah, so there'd
okay.
be new
I'm on
people
Copwatch.
over there, I guess. Wouldn't there?
Yeah, you
There'd
got
be
most
new
people are on your
over there.
on Epic Copwatch and not on Copwatch Transparency.
Yeah.
So I don't know where the hell I am.
It's funny. Everybody go to one channel, they all go to the other one.
Yeah, let's epic raid.
Most people are on
What's his name there?
Epic.
Hippie
Someone's
Auditor.
Epic your echo.
Yeah, I know. I
I'm
fixed
trying
it.
to get no, man.
Hippie
I
Auditor.
think my computer just fucked
Yeah,
up
Hippie
again.
Auditor.
Yeah.
Let's get his
It's,
link in the chat, and then we'll close it down, and we'll run over there.
Well, that sounds like a good idea. That's
There.
what I mean. I don't know how to get to hippies.
Yeah, we're dropping the link.
Okay. That's what I need. Thank you.
I'll drive. Well, someone. Yeah.
I almost got it here. 1 second, folks. I'm
Guru,
about
way to
to.
go.
Ah,
New
you
Guru.
beat me, did you, Guru?
New Guru got it. All right, guys, let's head over there. Much love for everybody coming in. And, have a good
Hey,
night.
I don't got it. I don't got it.
It's in the chat.
Yeah, but my chat doesn't say anything.
What if we put it
You're
in
on the
private
same
chat?
one I am. That's
Oh,
Yeah, give me
am
a
I in
second.
private?
on that
Okay.
one.
I didn't
Hold on,
even know
give
I
me a
was in
Ah.
private.
Here. I'll private for you.
Thank you, Ashamed. I'm trying. My computer just decided to be a brat.
Let us know when you have it, Blackbird.
Okay.
There-
Oh,
Yeah.
here we
I just
are.
put it in.
Right on. Thank you.
Did you get it?
I did.
All right, guys, let's
You
all
got
go
it?
over there and let's epic raid
Okay.
Oddity Hippie Auditor.
Yeah, it's a raid. Oh,
All right, guys.
shit.
See
Oh,
you guys over
All
at
right.
Hippie.
See you over there.
Ciao.
I'll to his page. Oh, here we go.